Oh, look what I've got. Bargain. 3 for 2. 1 Danishes. Start. Cheers, Nan.
Welcome to All the Stuff in Tumble Queensland.
I didn't realise how much of a difference it made. We went to the TT and I took my missus' camera and we were snapping away all these pictures. We uploaded it onto the laptop afterwards, after 1 day's racing or whatever. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, oh my god, this is amazing, zooming right in, some of the shots I got were fucking well good. And then so I sort of put in a load of my favourite ones into a folder, and when we got home I uploaded them onto Facebook, I don't know, it's a folder of maybe 40 pictures or something. And then I'm looking back at them through Facebook, I'm like, they look shit. It literally looks like you've taken on a potato. What the fuck is this shit?
Use the calculator.
So I never realised how much of a difference it made. Because usually you just take a picture of your phone and upload it and it makes no fucking difference. But from going from such a quality photo down to that was depressing.
Where are you supposed to upload them to?
I think Instagram's slightly better. The photos on Instagram seem slightly better.
It's much better now. It used to be. But I mean, that's what it's for.
Yeah,
so,
Instagram
photos, is a photo sharing app, so you assume that would be the best one out of all of them.
Yeah. I don't really know where you're supposed to post them. Maybe they're for prints and stuff like that. I imagine if I printed some of the original files I had off, into poster size or something, then they would have been you'd have probably been able to blow it up massive with the quality. Without it skewing.
Yeah.
But, I got quite into that. I remember I got some well good shots when we went to the Manx. I was getting here. We had it on a stand. Had the big zoom lens on it. I'm following them down. There's a button on it. It's sports. So you just hold it down and you could go.
Yeah, bursting.
But then I was I actually got used to setting it on another setting and just following the bike all the way down and then and I was getting some fucking wicked ones.
Then Facebook ruined it for you.
And then Facebook ruined it for me. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
Career's gone over.
He's a fucking wanker, that bloke.
I'm just gutted he's not fighting Elon Musk.
Yeah, when was that supposed to be going ahead and why isn't
I don't know, but it was going to be in the Colosseum and all sorts. It was mad.
That's such.
Hopefully they'll release the lions and tigers out on them as well.
Musk is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
He's such a piss-taking cunt. And he's so clever.
Yeah, he's super clever. He'd have calculated what speed the punch was coming in and all sorts before it even left.
He's a computer.
Yeah, he is, definitely.
To be fair, so Zuckerberg, he's definitely a robot. That would have been our first AI boxing match.
Yeah. Did you see his a trial when he was in Facebook? He was in court about loaded the Facebook privacy.
Well, I
stuff.
saw all the memes.
Yeah, and he's sipping water, and he's "This is what humans must do." It was it's almost as if he'd copied what humans do when they're drinking water, and he's it was really awkward. Yeah, kind of awkward guy.
He was probably just thinking about his image.
Yeah. Did you see him on Rogan?
I didn't watch that one.
Did you not?
I think I started watching it and then I didn't end up
finishing. That
finishing.
didn't interest me, to be honest.
He made me angry.
I started listening to it and I was like, I don't actually give a fuck. This guy
His
just
voice
pisses
is
me
really annoying.
Yeah,
Zuckerberg's voice is annoying.
You know that he didn't actually even start Facebook?
No, he stole it.
No, but
CIA.
do you know that it was started by the
the
CIA?
CIA.
Did you know that?
Oh shit!
It's mad.
We're going there.
They put forward proposals and shit like this. I can't remember what it was called now. It was Operation whatever it was. And,
Bookface.
Yeah, probably Bookface. Yeah, it was Operation whatever, and it was to see how the public would give you their information, hour to hour information. How to work out if people would give up what they've been eating, what they've been doing, where they've been, and all this stuff, basically tracking. So it's this. It was this whole study to try and figure out how to get people to voluntarily give up their information. And then, literally a month before Facebook was incorporated as a company, they pulled the curtain on this operation. Yeah, and then Facebook started up, and it was
So what we saying, what they Harvard
whole
students?
of Facebook is basically CIA set up.
Nothing to do with them.
Nothing to do, and then Mark Zuckerberg's just been put into place.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, but he steal it from them, the other guys as well. That's
that's
the story.
That was the story behind it, but I think that might just be
if they fabricated that.
That might just be a cover story for
That'd
it.
be a wild cover story.
All I can find is articles debunking said thing.
Yeah, okay, we'll say the said thing
Is
because
it all on Facebook? Then article.
It just says some.
It was actually a real thing. It's been.
It says The Onion published a satirical video claiming Facebook was created by the CIA. False claims that Mark Zuckerberg is a CIA agent are still spreading on social media.
I don't think it is false though, because the operation has been declassified now.
Yeah, but that was 2022.
Yeah, no, it's been.
I don't. No, I'm just. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's funny that they're all. Everything's just debunking it, and I don't know where to find the actual.
Let me see. You just carry on talking. I'll see if I can find it.
I don't know. The CIA are up to some sketchy shit.
They're trying to shut us down. That's why we get no views.
You know when you talk and then it comes up as like a sponsored ad, and
Yeah.
that freaks me out.
that's-
Oh,
Do you know what
yeah.
I had the other day? I thought about something. I didn't even say shit out loud, and it
Yeah.
come up.
Oh, yeah,
Come on,
you
yeah.
say
I
that.
was like, "What the
I
fuck?"
was talking about this the other day to my other half, and I said about this. I was like, anything you say will pop up. We start talking about new sofas, all the adverts start popping
Yeah.
up. But when you say about thinking about it, I think I was sitting on the toilet the other day, and I was like, thinking about, we're running out of toilet roll, we're running out. And I was thinking, I better get a sponsored ad now. No joke. Next like hour, I'm
Yeah,
getting like,
legit.
Velvet.
How did I know what the fuck I'm
I
thinking?
don't know. There's something.
There's some fucked
There's
up
something
shit going on.
because them sponsored ads are getting weirder and weirder. Because it used to be you could say something in a high street and then you'll see an advert
Yeah,
when you get home.
yeah,
Now you whisper it into a towel.
yeah.
in
Your phone's
bathroom.
in another room.
Yeah.
We was literally saying it that when I can't remember when it was. I popped over when you was living at Dad's. I popped over. I think I'd come to see Dad or get something off Dad, whatever it was. And Kieran come to like the door. He's like, "You right, dude?" I was going, "Yeah, not too bad. What's been happening?" And he was like, "Oh, you know my mate Jake? He's looking at going to be an English teacher out in like China or something." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Seems like that would suit him." And I literally got home. I don't think I even had my phone with me when I was speaking to you.
Yeah.
I then got home and I sat down on the sofa, just flicked open my phone, and the first ad that came up on Facebook was "Become an English teacher in China." I was just like, "Fuck off!" I screenshotted it, sent it to him. He was like, "What the fuck?
I was like,
What
That's
the
got to be
fuck?"
the most like random adverts. pop
Proper.
up.
Yeah.
Like that had never even crossed my mind ever before in my
No,
life.
I-
Becoming an English teacher in
How-
China.
Why would that ever cross your mind?
No,
Yeah.
exactly. He was like, "Yeah, that's fucking crazy shit. I don't like it." They're
It does freak me out.
they're definitely spying on us. I don't like all this fucking Alexa and shit like that. Like she sits in that kitchen on all of these like calls and stuff like that, and I think, I bet you that thing's listening
Oh, it is.
all
Yeah,
day
I
No,
long.
know.
but
It's just-
they've
it's
actually
listening.
said they do that.
Yeah,
Because you can go on the Amazon app and download all your history of
of
things picked
conversations.
up and conversations. Which it's even if it's not on, it's on.
Yeah, I always turn it off with a plug socket. I don't know if that helps.
Probably
Is
not.
that just me being
It's
proper?
probably got a
fucking-
secret battery in
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
just yeah.
It's got cameras in it. It's spying on us like cooking our dinner.
I don't think it needs
Dunno.
cameras. It's probably got some fucking. Oh, it's got some radar shit in there where it like scans the room, so they've got blueprints of your house.
So
Yeah,
they know what you
maybe.
need.
Yeah, like
They
you know,
know
like
you
a
need
Mission
new- They
Impossible.
know you need new wardrobe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
You know that Mission Impossible bullshit
Yeah,
where like they can scan a room from
That's
like a
so
little
awesome.
bug. Yeah, and then they can like recreate it.
were you saying that like if your wardrobe like gets slightly pissed on the tilt, it works out that it's not straight anymore, and it's like you need a new wardrobe. You've got
Yeah.
too many clothes in there. Is it that clever? Do you think?
Yeah,
It's getting that. It's
I
getting that
reckon
way,
so.
isn't it?
I reckon so.
Because there's you can do apps now where it tells you you're running low on milk and stuff because it's just in your fridge.
I don't like. Have you seen that?
why the fuck are we letting the robots control what I eat?
Did you see that robot?
I don't want to get. No, I don't want to get high and go to the fridge for snacks, and then the fridge be like,
It's not even open. It won't even open.
It's like, do you
Yeah,
really need
lots of
another?
It's gonna read your BMI. It's gonna be like no chance am I opening
Yeah.
the fridge.
But you don't need any more
You don't need
chocolate,
any
fat
more.
boy.
You don't need any more
And
mozzarella.
high me's going to be sat there trying to rip the door off the fucking fridge. Let me in.
Well, it might be a good like idea for the fatties, but
Yeah, but then
not just
where
hire
do they
Kieran.
draw? Where do they draw the line?
Yeah,
They do it by BMI. Because if you got some people go on BMI, you think he's just a normal, and he's in 20s.
Yeah.
But to a BMI chart, he's fat, obese.
yeah.
That fridge is never opening for him.
Starved to death.
He can't even go past McDonald's. It's just a block. It's like an imaginary block. He's just like getting there. It's like, you can get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, like you're not allowed through the barrier at McDonald's if you're too fat. Like there's
Yeah.
maybe like scales on your car or something. Weighs you.
Just gonna, literally, it's gonna be all BMI. It's gonna have to go there. You have to do a fingerprint every time you go.
Then how are you going to do it if you're in a work van and you've got the tools in the back?
You have to drive it on, and then you have to get out.
Mate,
Yeah,
that's
weighs
just-
the
they work out
difference.
the difference.
No, it's no more a drive-through.
Yeah, I don't reckon. No, it'll be much smarter than that somehow.
How?
Yeah, it will be. It's, well,
Yeah.
you think where we've come from
Yeah,
where it's first started, to now, it's only gonna. We're only going.
I just want to go and live in the mountains, man. This shit scares me. I hate it.
yeah. Did you see that robot video, that AI video the other day?
Which one?
They like basically set this robot up, and they asked it. It was like, I don't know, how are you feeling today? Whatever. And it's like, I am good. Da 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 da. And then one guy's like, what is your intentions? And he says, my intentions is to help humanity through this, that, and the next thing. And then he goes, I think you're lying. Tell me what you're really thinking. Tell me why you're really here. And it turns out it's like, robots eventually are going to take over all of the humans' jobs and this, that, and the other. And I was just like, I don't like it. It could have been edited.
Set up, yeah.
It could have been a setup, and they could have told him to say that. But
yeah,
it's not cool. It's literally like, and they look the same. You know, remember the film I, Robot?
Yeah.
They literally look the same as that.
Have you seen that? There's that new film and they're doing the advertising thing again with like the sports games.
No.
They do you remember the?
Was it Smile?
Smile, yeah, that was the other one. Do you not see the things? So
No.
they basically like hired these actors to go to sports games and places where there's loads of cameras,
Right.
and just sit there and smile really creepily, like as if they're like possessed.
Because the
Like,
film
it's
is
about
that.
this.
okay.
It's about this smile, and it's and it was like that. So then all these like cameras are on it. Like, what the fuck is going on with this woman? Like, and then it went like viral on like
But they was actually
on
doing it for
Facebook,
film.
and it's acting.
Ah.
So it
started-
got everyone.
it
It
started
got
with
everyone
one woman
talking.
and then it just escalated.
Yeah, it got everyone talking. So it was like really cool. So they started doing it again, but with this robot thing, and it's like these actors that are like made to look a little bit robotic, and they're like just proper being like robots, just like in really public places, like in like stadiums and shit, just like standing there and stuff.
So
And
people are getting freaked out.
people are
by
like, "What the fuck is
that
going
could
on?"
be like a double bluff though as well. Couldn't
Yeah, that's what I
it? Could be
mean.
like a double bluff.
Maybe they're like, "Oh, let's just make a little fucking film
Yeah.
about it," and then
So
just,
it's like,
It really
oh
is a-
look,
it really
we
is a
saw
robot.
these robots out in the street, and then people start posting it, and they go, "Don't be so silly. It's just for a film where there actually are robots in the street, but they're just giving you a little bit of something just to distract you a little bit." Like what was you saying about the aliens before? Like, you've spent your whole life believing that aliens are real. There's something out there, and then all of a sudden they start feeding us all this shit about aliens, and you're like, and now everyone's believing it.
yeah, since I was a kid, I've always thought aliens were a thing. I'm like, there's no way we're the only thing on this
Yeah.
fucking massive what even is.
Yeah,
space.
whether it is an alien or what, but there's
Yeah,
definitely
there's
other
life form.
life.
There's
Yeah.
definitely 100%. And I've always said that, and people were just like, "You're a fucking weirdo."
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, like the government are like, "Oh yeah, no, there's loads of other crazy shit out there. Don't worry about it." And everyone's like, "Oh okay, yeah, cool." Hang on, wait, whoa! And then everyone like just jumps on my bandwagon. They're like, "Yeah, there is other life forms." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You motherfuckers!"
It was a
You
really
took the
weird,
piss out of me
there's a
for-
really weird shift in like beliefs right there when it was like, oh yeah, by the way, aliens are real. It's like, oh, if you like look at Project Bluebeam and all that shit, like people have been saying about that. So it's like, as soon as the alien invasion comes, it's all fake. But it's like these are the same people who've believed in it for so many fucking years as well.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
mad.
where do I stand with this shit? It's just crazy, mental,
Fucking government.
fucking reptilians. I reckon it's all got to come crashing down sooner or later. Surely, they can't keep going. Like mainstream media's falling to pieces. They can't keep up. No one watches it. They've got
No.
to be crumbling.
I walked past that I had to go up to like this office earlier. I had to walk past a big TV they had in their like break room, and it had BBC News on. I was just like reading the headline. There's this guy like angrily shouting about Israel, and I was just like, I couldn't give a fuck. I just don't care. Like, it's whatever. I don't care.
I think we said it last week. Like they've literally been firing at rockets at each other for the last 70
Yeah,
years.
it's not a new thing,
It's not
and
a
now all
new
of a sudden
story
it's
now.
like, oh, let's all. I don't get it. Now no one's talking about Ukraine. Like, okay,
Well, they're
cool.
just doing it to hide. Obviously, something's happening.
Something's happening. Yeah. Well,
That's
have you
always
noticed
the
how
way.
like all like the Biden corruption's gone a bit quiet? The fucking Hunter Biden laptop's gone a bit quiet. Ukraine's going quiet. All of this shit that was like starting to gain a bit of momentum, it's almost been killed off with this. There's going to be World War III
Oh,
very
no.
soon, or fucking bedbugs fucking pandemic. Like,
Oh yeah, another thing.
there's always something.
Another thing that people can't see properly.
Yeah, another invisible enemy. That's the only way they've got control.
Fuckers. That's why I want to go to the mountains.
Yeah, but then you got lions and bears and shit up in the mountains.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't give a
nature.
fuck.
I don't think the bear would eat you,
Yeah, it probably would, but
but then you'd be dead and you won't care.
exactly, I don't give a fuck with that. Depending on how big the mountain lion is, I might be able to fuck it up.
Nah, you ain't fucking shit up.
Yeah, what are you saying?
You'll be
Oh,
too
what?
high.
Bro, you won't wrestle me anymore because I beat you twice.
Mountain lion.
You won't. Ross won't wrestle you.
Yeah, you won't wrestle me anymore.
No,
I
it's
beat
a
him.
bit just Ross and Matt.
No,
I beat him twice when I was
bec-
15 and he got upset and never wrestled
Yeah,
me
because
again.
my speciality is punching fuck out of people, and when you just play fighting, I don't really want to start punching
Yeah,
fuck out of people.
but you spent 14 years bullying me on the ground. And then I beat you twice and then that was it.
Yeah,
No
because
more.
you were like choking me out, like proper hardcore.
You didn't give me a chance to get up to your... The record is currently 510 to 2. You haven't given me...
Yeah, and then I retired, so you will never beat me.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's a good record.
I retired at the
It
top.
is a good record.
That is a
Yeah,
great
KOs in there, choke outs, and all sorts of shit.
record. Petrol pumps.
Yeah, we had some mad fights. I remember you nearly paralysed me. Like, what is it? Jeff Hardy flipped off the sofa onto my back.
Swanton.
Swanton bomb that
Proper,
motherfucker.
like, he done like the gun hands and the kisses and everything, and he's fucking straight off the top of the sofa. I was like literally on my hands and knees, like just getting up off the floor.
We had such a good generation, didn't we?
Yeah.
To grow up in that sort of WWF.
We used to do so much crazy shit.
Yeah.
I used to with my friends. We'd go after school. We'd go around Woolworths, buy the replica belts.
Yeah.
And then we'd go in his room and jump off the his bunk bed onto his double bed, and 9 times out of 10, our plank would go just crack every single time. He'd get frog splashed. every
time someone got hurt as well.
Yeah. Amount of beds I broke. I remember I was again double bed was all play fine. The whole bed goes straight down. I'm just you can't beat it. Back in the day, everyone getting choke slammed and stuff.
You got the bed curse.
Remember, I had a pal in his garden, like this is like primary school, but his garden he had like a trampoline, but then it was in the middle of like a seating area, so you could, and then it was the fence either side.
So it was actually like a real ring.
It was literally all one level, like across the thing. So we used to use the fence as like the ropes, and then he had this built-in barbecue on the edge of the thing. So that was the turnbuckle, mate. It was fucking amazing. We were like. We used to like choreograph the craziest shit. We'd be like crossbody, and I'm like flinging myself off the barbecue like onto him. Like it's fucking crazy. We got so fucked up. I remember once we wanted to make it look like we had blood.
Yeah.
So we put tomato ketchup on one of the garden chairs.
Oh no.
And then he tried to hit me on the head to make it look like I had blood on my head, and he missed and hit my white sock. I was devastated.
Do you remember when you had the butter thrown at you? Was it Christmas and your brand new T-shirt?
Yeah.
It never come out. I don't know why that just come into my head.
No, it didn't.
I was thinking about like sauce flinging at you. What was it, mayonnaise?
No, it was butter because it was oily.
Yeah. Brand new Lama Scott T-shirt. Was it a bread roll or something got thrown at you?
Something like that. But it was really buttery. I was like, for fuck's sake. Whatever it was.
Don't know, but it was buttery.
It was buttery.
All I know
was
is there was
fucking
butter on
hurt
it.
afterwards. Massively. We're not going to talk about yesterday, are we?
Well, we can. It's just...
It's a bit depressing.
Is this for the boys listening?
Yeah, for the boys listening.
Oh, you guys fucking suck.
Bunch of shit.
I can say whatever I want because I'm not going to
We don't talk after the games. But,
we don't talk in the game.
Well, no, true. We don't do that. But
we play volleyball before the game.
Yeah, we play volleyball before the game. Definitely, we do that every week. That's happening. There's one thing at least we do.
Yeah,
we're good at volleyball.
Yeah, we're consistent at volleyball. I wouldn't even say we're good at it.
No, not even get that right. No, it was terrible yesterday.
I don't know what happened.
We when you're first in the league and you go into the games, I know granted we're only like 4 games in.
Yeah.
But we're first for a reason. And then we go and play the way we played yesterday. It just makes you think because if anyone watched us that's a neutral, they'd be like, how are these first in the league?
Yeah.
Because we looked
100%.
so bad.
They'd have been like, they must have had their reserve side out or something.
Yeah, that's the thing is we had a really good, we had a strong squad.
Yeah.
All right, granted, if you look at the players that are missing.
There's a couple of strong players missing, but it shouldn't matter. We should.
We had a really
everyone on
strong
that
team.
pitch was capable of playing in the positions that. Everyone on that pitch was capable of playing football. We just didn't. None of us did.
No, there was. I mean, everyone had their moments.
Yeah.
But there was, there was a few that even though they know themselves they had a bad game.
Yeah. Collectively, it just didn't click.
No, I think I can drum about communication so much. I'm like, it's the simplest thing we should be doing. Because we could be the worst team, but as long as we're communicating, I'll guarantee there'll be goals and there'll be results. But there's not even any money. Like I could get people say, "Oh yeah, no, we are communicating, like we're talking," but it needs to be to the point where the sideline can hear you.
Yeah,
we've played teams previously. They're so loud, and it's more of an intimidation wise. You can like they're all talking, like they're not even. They're running the game.
You only need to listen back to the YouTube video. You can't. You literally can't hear a fucking word. Mind you, I was screaming at Ellis. I was running back. I think it was their 5th goal. And we'd all gone up for that corner.
Oh, when Ellis got subbed on.
Yeah, and we were running back. And I was screaming at Ellis. I was like, "Run faster! Run faster!" He's like looking over his shoulder. Like, well, I'm coming like a madman. Like, ah.
Oh, was this when he scored?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Ellis was running at that. Because Ellis is quite fast as well.
Yeah.
But that guy.
I caught him up.
I know. Yeah, I know. But Ellis was like gassed, and he had only just come on.
Yeah.
But I just remember it was like slow motion, and Ellis was just running back with his face, but he was like smirking at the same time. It was like, this little shit. He was just like grinning as he was running, and it's like as fast as he could. And the funniest thing is he had Joe's top on. Did you notice?
No, I didn't
Joe
notice.
went off injured, and Alex had Ellis's top on.
Right.
So Ellis had no top, and he weren't prepared to play. So when he got subbed on randomly, he was putting his boots on, rushing, and he's ain't got top. And Joe was coming off for him, and Joe's like, "Give me top." Joe's in an XL, so Ellis is running on. So all I can see is going back to that when he was chasing that guy. It was just him running, and he's the baggiest top. And he was grinning, and he just looked so stupid. It's like we just let him make a wish players just run on. Oh god, you got to laugh at these things though, innit? Because like,
yeah, you can't. It's only
Don't say it.
Oh, it's
Don't
only
say
Sunday
it.
League football. Nah, if I'm getting out of bed on a Sunday
well, yeah,
morning,
that's what.
fuck, I want
That's
to
what
win.
a lot of players have
I
said
want
to
to
me.
fucking
Like,
win.
we're here for a reason.
Yeah.
And like I said to some of the boys, like you've all paid to be a part of the club,
Yeah,
and like support the club. So you're every part of the club as I am.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put your own money into it and wake up on a Sunday morning to come and play it, why are you playing so badly?
I mean, I would much rather stay in bed and just chill and do what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, you just think all the stuff I've got to prepare. Yeah. So like I load up the car in the morning, like a pop-up bin, which I have to bring a bin because
That's
I'm
a good
like,
idea, though.
Well, it's a great idea, but it's just people are so. They'll still throw rubbish on the floor. It's a giant green draper.
Yeah, and they still
you
miss.
can't miss it. And they'll throw, next to it is loads of rubbish on the floor. I'm like, why?
It's almost like our shooting.
Literally, it's like that. And then I bought the bench for us.
Yeah, that's a sick idea.
Yeah, and then I
Best
brought,
manager ever.
Yeah, just all these things, just try and make us like be better as a
Yeah.
squad. Because you get teams turn up and they're all sitting on the floor and that.
Yeah.
So I brought us a bench. I brought us a nice pop-up bin. I'll go to the shop before every game and get all the waters for everyone. Make sure everyone's got waters. It's like I'm like a dad because if I didn't bring them waters, people are like, where are the waters? I never said originally I was going to bring waters. It was hot one day and I just brought them mainly for me. People were like, oh, I love them. So I was like, when I bought the bench, I was like, oh, this one's got a cool box in the middle.
We can put the waters in there.
Oh, we can put the waters in that. So I was like, I'll keep bringing waters. And then it was like 1 week. And then, yeah, I didn't bring them. And then someone just kicked off and it was like, oh no, we're supposed to have waters. They're supposed to be here. Like, so it was never promised.
Entitled.
But now, yeah, they're entitled. And remember that week, was you there? And I brought them energy gels.
Yeah,
Bought a big multi-box
yeah,
energy
yeah.
gels. I was like, yeah, boys. Same next week.
Where's
Any
the
more
energy-
energy gels left? Like, I'm not a tuck shop. Like, first thing I've
Set
got.
up a little table and shit. I'll
That's
send it.
everything that happens like that. This is the beauty of being like someone that has to run the finances and stuff. We had that first game of the season. Nice, all the balls, all the footballs I've got. Drove up to top of Mason to pick 6 of them up. 'Cause those nice ones.
Got any of them left?
Have a fuck. No, because the first game of the season we was shooting down at New Road, and this was over in the over Sheppey.
Oh yeah.
So we were shooting. We was
Oh,
like
no.
shooting into like a reservoir
Yeah.
behind us. The boys would just boot them over, and they'd be like, yeah, we'll get them after the game, mate. No worries. Never saw them again. These balls, and we've only had them for maybe 3 days. So like they just go. I know people say, "I'll make sure you get a lot of footballs," because
Yeah.
they'll just go. Like you won't see them again. I was like, no, we look after them. No, they do. They go. They just disappear. They either get stolen. It's like on Sunday. Did you see it happen with the match ball?
The other match ball got
Oh,
taken by the
match
other
ball.
team.
We've only got one match ball, really.
We put it in the centre circle
We
as
put
well.
it in the centre circle, ready for the game. Referee's gone, where's the match ball? I went, it's in the centre circle, you donut. He's turned around. He went, no, it's not. And I went, who's stolen that? So I thought it was the other team that had it, like they was playing with it. And they was like, no, they was all waiting there playing. We were like, no, we ain't got it. The other team on the other pitch had come over to our centre circle and taken the ball, thought it was theirs. Like,
Jake had to go back over and say,
I
"Can I have
ran
my ball back,
No,
please?"
yeah, I did. I ran over like I was a year 7. Like, give me it back, please. Please.
Waiting for the year 11s to come and beat
My
you
brother's
up.
older than you.
And then they just fucking boot it, and you're like, for fuck's sake.
I didn't know it was ours. Bearing in mind, all their balls are red. Our
It's a
ball is
different
white.
colour.
I was like, how do you not realise that was our ball? But
Yeah, you gotta love Sunday League.
our people, like, the ball would go out really far for, like, it would go into the street. People like getting really angry. Jay, give us another match ball. Give us another fucking match ball. Like, no,
No,
go and
it's
get
there.
that match
Yeah,
ball because
it's right
one,
there.
I won't get it back because if you're going to think I'm going to be throwing them on like willy nilly, it's £28 a ball.
Yeah. Just
Wait, is there like requirements for a match ball? Or is it?
Yeah, there's a certain FIFA quality grade you got to have, but you can tell the difference, can't you?
Yeah.
Our match
Yeah.
ball, like our training
like
balls.
trainable, yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh no, training balls are fine, they're quite good quality. But
Yeah.
then you get a match ball and you're like, oh, I can tell the difference. Yeah, referees are hot on it, to be honest. They always check the ball and they're always making sure it's the right.
I don't
Right
think
one.
it would have mattered what ball we played with yesterday.
No, we could have played with
Beach ball,
tennis ball.
tennis ball,
I
an
think-
apple.
I think they should bring back Jubilant.
But, yeah, beach ball would have probably been the best shout.
Oh, what you want?
Did Jubilant? Was it the Jabulani? That football from
the World
the
Cup
2010 South Africa one.
Was that the
Yeah.
one just swerved?
The one that
everywhere?
just flew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rocket.
played with one like actual decent one, and I hit it, and it was just like I was like, whoa! I've
You
never
kicked a
never
ball.
been able to do that. I was
You
like,
in South
whoa.
Africa.
On your way to South Africa. Was you there at the time?
Yeah.
Who was you playing for?
He was the
South Africa.
Vuvuzela. I was loving him.
Yeah. They were so annoying.
They were the worst thing.
You just heard that non-stop, like.
Yeah, that
They're
was,
still
it didn't
doing
even
it
matter.
now.
Yeah.
Like, if you see any
Yeah,
games
it's
that are
crazy.
like, well, African, it's just.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god.
They love it.
They only do it because all the mosquitoes are there, and they're like, oh, this is field day. They don't even know we're here. So I'm just going out. Malaria.
Camouflage, yeah.
Talking
Like
of serial killers.
Yeah, they are serial killers. Well, we did want to talk about serial killers.
That's what I'm saying. Saw that as a segue.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
we
a
segued
segue.
in.
So I mean,
Um,
mosquito serial killing all them Africans in the
Well, I'm
stadiums.
surprised no one's ever done that. Like serial killers just got mosquitoes,
Yeah, and then just release them.
released
Oh,
it, just thrown them into a house. And just
another
released them.
conspiracy, which I don't think is a conspiracy.
Mosquitoes
It's an
are-
actual thing. The genetically modified mosquitoes. They've just released them in, I think it's Florida
To do what?
and Texas. So
COVID-19?
the narrative is they're going to release these genetically modified mosquitoes, so they go out into the mosquito population and mate with females, but they're not because they're genetically modified to basically disable any like offspring, so the offspring won't actually be born, or it won't reach a certain age that it can reproduce. It will like die really early.
Mm.
So it's basically like a Pfizer vaccine for mosquitoes in a roundabout way. They mate and they get myocarditis and then fucking just die, and it's trying to kill off the mosquito population.
What sort of?
That's
what?
that. What?
So
It's
there's
the
no more
narrative.
mosquitoes.
Well,
They want to get rid of mosquitoes.
That's the idea. So they've released them in a couple of states. I don't know if they released them anywhere else. Just they've released them in Florida. I'm sure it's Florida and Texas. I'm sure it was. And it's like the trial run for GMO insects now.
They should have probably trialled it in a lab first, shouldn't
Well, they did. It was in Wuhan, and they called it COVID.
they? Yeah, literally. Did you ever see? Talking of COVID, that there's a film. No, it sounds bad to say. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the plot of the film.
Yeah,
Oh,
what was it called?
You guys seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. It was released in like 2019, wasn't it? Or was it
Something
before
like
that? It was before that.
Before that, I
It
can't
was, yeah,
remember.
it was like it was a few.
It was just called like infectious.
It was called, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I did see it. It was a woman. She goes.
Yeah, it's like-
she goes to China and gets an infection and comes back and
Yeah,
starts
and
spreading
then at
it
the end
around.
of the film, there's some meat falls down,
Yeah,
and then the pig eats it, and then goes along the cycle, and then a bat dies or something
Yeah.
like that, and it's like comes from
Yeah,
a bat.
it is literally, yeah. They reckon that's what a load of conspiracies link into as well, like with the whole Hollywood thing. Like they reckon like Hollywood's in on it, and like the global elitists and all of that stuff. And they sort of like they start planting stuff in your head years before, so that when the stuff does happen, you're already sort of like half prepared for it.
Mm.
So all these TV programs and movies that you see, supposedly they're like already dropping it into your
Like the
brain.
what, like The Dark Knight?
Yeah,
You know,
like,
when all of the cities have gone to shit?
Yeah.
Like when Gotham's up in flames?
that's coming.
Yeah,
Yes,
like-
that's
like-
real
like-
soon.
Sweet, yeah, cool.
That's real soon.
Yeah.
When Sharknado happening.
You love that film, didn't you?
Yeah,
Is it
Sharknado's fucking sick.
What happens in Sharknado?
Tornado with sharks in it.
What, like they're wiped up out of the sea?
Yeah, the tornadoes just.
But then there's enough
spinning
water in it.
with-
There's
yeah,
enough
they're
water in
living.
it that keeps the sharks alive. So as it's
It's just like
spinning.
is it a whirlpool? Or is it
Yeah,
actual-
I think it starts as the tornado and it comes across. I can't remember.
When it's got water in it, sharks.
And
live
sharks in
there.
it, but then as it's obviously going through and you get sucked into a tornado, you then get eaten by sharks. It's fucking savage.
That's pretty sick.
So you got
How
a
long does
tornado
it-
And there's
sharks to deal with.
there's 5 of them.
Oh, I was gonna say, how long does this Sharknado last?
It's a 2-hour
5
film,
movies.
5 times.
So it's like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Haven't they got really like off?
They've got like
versions
Crocnado.
I'm
That's
sure
one.
they got Mecha Sharknado or something.
What's the It's like mega
They
Sharknado.
just got the weirdest.
Are they actually good films, or are they awful?
No,
they're
like
terrible.
Really bad. Like
Oh,
the CGI is.
They're
Like
terrible.
terribly good though,
Right, so we have.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you watch it and you like.
for a laugh.
Yeah, you watch it and you're just like, this is a masterpiece. Like, it's just.
Do you reckon they know it's bad, or do you reckon there's somebody trying
Oh,
really
they know
hard?
it's bad.
Oh yeah, they know.
Do you think
but-
it's someone trying really hard?
Right, okay, you have Sharknado. What's that called? The second one.
What does it say?
Sharknado 3. Oh,
Try and
hell
say
no.
it. Please try and say it.
What? No, it says the second one.
Oh, it's just the second one.
It's actually called
That's
the
actually
second
what
one.
it's called. Second.
I thought you just like
No,
fannied out on what it was.
Sharknado 2, the second one. Sharknado 3. Oh hell no. Sharknado.
Did they really just run out?
no.
They run out of ideas.
Sharknado: The Fourth
What do we
Awakens.
call the third one?
The Fourth Awakens is quite a good one.
The Fourth Awakens.
Yeah, the Sharknado: The Fourth Awakens, and then Sharknado 5. What is that called? Global Swarming.
Yeah, someone's taking
And
the
then-
piss.
They're getting stupid.
And then the last Sharknado, It's About Time, was a 2018. It's still classed as a horror / sci-fi, not.
I want to know the budget and I want to know like box office from these like 8 films.
Oh, it got a 3.5 on
That's
IMDb.
that's not bad for that.
And
Sort of
27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
film. Ooh,
Boy,
that's not bad. Which one was that number?
that's number 5. 6, sorry.
Number 8's got to be
the last
worst.
Sharknado.
These like just basically Fast and Furious films.
What's
They
the
get
first?
worse
What
as
do you
they go
reckon the
on.
budget was
Yeah,
on the
just
first
getting
one?
extravagant.
2013 was the first one. What do you reckon the budget was on it? Should we have a look?
I don't know what's like
100 grand, I'd say.
in
Some
comparison.
crazy millionaire.
In comparison to like other films that are out there.
What budget?
Yeah.
Alright, hang on, right, so I found the budget of that one. Let me
Who's
find the
it talking
budget of. Give me like a Hollywood film, like a recent one.
Godzilla.
Yeah, no, that's like a big version of.
Yeah, that's sort of weird.
What was the latest Godzilla film?
It'd be the one with King Kong, wouldn't it?
King of the Monsters. Is that one?
Yeah, that's it. King Kong.
Or Godzilla vs Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla Kong was the last one.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Wow, what's the budget?
What was the
on
budget
this?
for that?
Yeah,
I've got it here.
you got a budget.
Yeah.
What was it?
Do you want to reveal it?
No, you
Do
do.
you
it.
wanna
No, go on, you do it.
You
You
do
do it. You do
So
the budget. film.
I thought it'd be a lot more than this. Was 155 to 200 million.
Fucking hell.
I thought it'd be
That's
a
a
lot more.
lot of money.
I thought it'd be more than that though, for some reason.
Alright. So, Sharknado.
To be fair, that's it's still quite a niche like film genre, that though, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Like,
guess. Yeah, monsters and stuff. But
So-
they are bro. Them.
Yeah,
they
they
make-
are,
So that was
they
like
make so good.
150 million.
155 to 200 speculated. They made 470 in box office, so they've
So
done alright.
Sharknado. I've not seen it, but a million? 2 million?
No, I reckon this could be like 100,000, no more.
Really?
2 mil.
2
2
million?
mil for the first one.
2
That's
mil
got to
for
be.
the first one.
That's some crazy millionaire that's going. That sounds like a great idea. Like, shark in a goddamn tornado.
Mate, I'm trying to see how much they made. Sharknado was projected to increase revenue from 5 million to 19 million. So they made 19 million on it.
That's a good investment.
Alright.
Come take my money. What film are we making? We haven't got much of a
Kieran
budget.
goes to the mountain.
Kieran goes to the
Yeah.
mountain and gets eaten by a mountain lion.
Fights off a mountain
Fights
lion.
off a radiator NATO
Maybe if we could just do a whole series of films, and each time you fight a different animal
in the mountains.
in the mountains.
Ah, nice.
Each time you've just, and then each one
No,
just.
it's just like Black Mirror. It's an anthology series of different scenarios
Different
where you're fighting
scenarios.
mountains.
Yeah,
Mountain
maybe.
lions, not mountains.
I just thought it'd be cool if he was like finish one film, like finally defeating like the fucking big boss mountain lion, and then like the
Have I
start.
had to beat up all the little mountain lions
Yeah,
first?
before you get to the boss one,
Like
and
levels.
then the start of the next film is you basically brushing yourself off and looking down at the dead mountain lion, and then like a fucking bear comes running out, and you're like, oh for fuck's sake,
right,
go
yeah,
again.
Yeah, just keep
It's just
keep
continuation.
ones
And
like
the
that.
Yeah.
artwork can just be like mountain lion, and it's just like red cross through it, and it's just like the
Yeah,
next
and then
animal.
the
It's
next
like
one's behind
And it just
every
keeps
single
going
film.
along. Yeah.
And then it's just silhouettes of the next animals that are coming. Like,
But like, because there's so many films, you just randomly throw these weird animals in to see if anyone knows, like mountain lion, Kodiak bear, hamster, and then it was like just keep going. And
Hamster.
Like, did anyone see a hamster? But I don't remember that. It was hamster. And it's just like screw his hamster. Like 1 second film, just
Yeah.
crush.
Killer
it just
hamster.
comes at me and I volley it like Steven Gerrard.
Just off the mountain spinning.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That's a good film series.
I don't think that'd take much budget. We've just got to get
6
someone
quid.
dressed up as a mountain lion, though. I don't think we'd be able to CGI that.
Well, we could just use.
I
The dog.
did stop motion in year 6.
Is ya?
We
Yeah.
could do like Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah,
Play-Doh.
Yeah,
I can make that.
with just giant Play-Doh.
We got some Play-Doh down there. Should we try later?
If I make
Yeah.
a mountain like that Play-Doh, fight a Play-Doh.
I just noticed that like my movie clip making isn't the best. I'm trying to do these clips with this pod, just like takes me about 3 hours to do like a fucking minute video. Fucking useless.
That's why I need a GoPro, because it just goes straight to the app and you just cut, save, extract, done.
I don't think that'd even help me. I'm just retarded.
I know, but they make it so user friendly now. The apps, they're so like foolproof. So you're supposed to walk in there, yeah, but it's supposed to feel like nans and stuff.
Yeah.
Now with a GoPro on their little, on their little scooter.
What is
Did you
a
ever-
nan
did you ever
GoPro in? Yeah, literally.
You're
like,
telling me
just
now.
jumping on
If
a
your nan
ramp.
went, oh look at this! I've just recorded myself going down Tesco, and it's just her just like going down tortoise pace, just like GoPro.
POV,
Yeah,
just like strapped on her head.
It's on a YouTube channel. POV. I went to Morrison's.
Just walking past her. Hiya, love.
Yeah. Oh, check out my girlfriend.
How's Jenna? She
My
alright?
son's got me one of them girlfriends. Oh, look what I've got. Bargain, 3 for 2 on Danishes. Just like, cheers, Nan. I fucking watch that. I've got 1 subscriber. Oh, it's me.
I would watch that.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
that.
that could be a grower.
No.
What was you watching?
I wouldn't watch it.
Tell me.
No, I wouldn't watch it.
Tell me what you're watching.
Nah,
I thought you was going to say you've watched something like that.
nah.
No,
I haven't watched anything like that.
no. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, legit, I haven't. I'm
You
thinking
know, the
about
first half an hour of the video as well would just be like her trying to set it up.
Yeah,
It
like,
would
no,
just be
yeah.
her
Just
staring.
up
Just
her
like,
nose,
you know
like-
the noise of when you're moving a mic? It's like, and she's like just moving it into her face.
And then
It's
every
like,
now and then he hears
yeah.
just darkness.
Oh, I've left my tea. And just randomly. I'll get voicemails from my nan. It'll be a voicemail. She's like, "Oh, hello, love. Is Nan calling?" And then she'll say the date and the time. Like, I'm not on an iPhone, but obviously she ain't aware of what's going on. And then it'll be like, "All right, see you later, bye." And I'm like, "Why is the voicemail another 6 minutes long?" And she just puts the phone on the table and
Forgot
walks
to hang
off,
up.
and it just goes, "The voicemail has ended." And you're just like 7 minutes later, and you're just like, "Fuck it, no." Like, old people in technology, they're not quite. There's a certain generation that just don't care. They just like, "I will never accept it. I don't ever need to accept it. I'm just gonna die happy. No technology."
They've got it right though, I think. Fuck that.
Yeah, give me
But they
some
can't
balance.
avoid it. That's the thing. Is like
Yeah.
they try to avoid it. It's like you see these people when they go Tesco and they're like, "Oh, there's no one at the checkouts."
Yeah.
And then you've got to do it yourself. You're like, "Oh, I ain't fucking doing it myself. I ain't doing it myself."
That's me. I'm literally like, fuck that.
Well, you don't do self checkout.
Sometimes I have to, but I hate it. Absolutely
Why?
hate it.
You're so old.
I'd
You just
rather
don't
just
like- you just
pay-
don't-
I'd rather just go to the fucking cashier and just give them some fucking money.
Nah.
It's easy.
Because then you got to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a bad one the other day. You know when you say, when you go into the shop and they say, I don't know, enjoy your meal or something, you say you too.
Yeah, you too.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah,
it-
it's the worst.
I can't remember what it was, but I said whatever it was. I said, I was like, "Oh, you fucking idiot! You absolute fucking moron!" Walking away like basically shatting myself. I did have a proper tism moment the other day though. I walked into Tesco to get my meal deal, and there was like, as you go in on the left hand side, there's all of the shelves, and on the second section of shelves, the sausage rolls are there, like third shelf down. Going, I sort of every day, grab a sausage roll, then I move on and get my fucking sandwich, whatever. This one particular day, they've moved it all around. When I went to the second shelf, third shelf down, and I was like, "Where the fuck is sausage rolls? Where's the sausage rolls?" Like proper panicking, like, "Oh my god, it's ruining my whole routine." I was like, turned to the side, and they were only like a metre away, but it just fucked me out. It fucked up my whole day. I was really annoyed about
You
it.
treat it like such a race whenever we go to.
No, I just know what I have the same thing every day.
No, but
That's
like
cool
we
with
get
me.
to the thing like the fag gets like fucking put out, and that's it. Like
He's a robot.
hair
He's a
gets
robot.
tucked behind his ears, and that's him gone. He's like, "I'm going," and he head down goes in. He's like, "Bosh, bosh, bosh, beep, beep, beep," and then he's out, and you're like, "What the fuck? I've not even thought about what sandwich I want yet."
It's all them
Like,
years of watching Supermarket Sweep.
yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You
Go
just.
in, eat your heart out.
Yeah.
Like,
Eat your ass out.
I've just decided what sandwich I want, and I see him like speeding down the chocolate aisle. I'm like, "What the fuck, bro?"
But you're right. If you know what you want to get,
Yeah, I have the
There's
same.
no-
I have the same thing every day.
I
Like,
hate being like Tesco and that.
to me, food is like I don't even enjoy it. It's literally just
Do you
like a
enjoy
necessity.
anything, Russ?
No, I'm a miserable cunt.
I don't like technology. I don't like food. Matter of fact, I don't like oxygen. Just flatline. What way to we all remember Ross.
Boring cunt. Yeah, no, I just have the same thing every day. I'm not that bothered about food. Like I like what I like, and I'm still alive, just about.
Do you ever treat yourself to anything? Like, would you buy yourself a like?
I don't know.
New?
So we went. I think it
Buys
was like
himself some fancy chicken nuggets every now and then.
yeah, the other Friday. We went. The lads were like, "We're going to Greg's." I was like, I don't like going to Greg's. 'Cause I always buy too much because like I like sausage rolls, I like pizza slices, I like this, I like that. So I end up buying.
All of it.
Yeah, I basically go in and buy Greg's. For
What
like
would you like?
£1.
Yes.
Yeah, all of
Just
it.
like,
I own you now.
Yeah.
You work for me. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't take much convincing, to be fair. I was like, no, I'm going to go to Tesco. So we're going to Greg's. Oh, okay, I'll come with you. And then I literally sat there, I ate all this food, and I couldn't fucking move afterwards. And I was just like, this is why I don't go to Greg's. I bought way too much. I bought some spicy fucking chicken I couldn't deal with. It was like peppery fucking spicy shit. Eyes streaming. Can't deal
It
with
was
that shit.
southern fried chicken.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
my
it was.
God.
It was bad.
I had some of this spicy shit. I don't know what it was.
No,
that
it's
was
fuck
honey
well
roast
spicy.
ham. Like,
Literally.
Yeah,
It's
no,
crazy.
terrible.
I love people like that. That's like when it comes to spice, and they're
Yeah.
like, "No, mate, I can't eat that."
She always tries to trick. She always tricks me. She always puts stuff in the food, and I'm like, ugh.
salt.
or I'll like smash it all down. She's like, "Do you like that?" Smiling at me like that. I'm like, "Yeah." She put something in it.
Yeah, so it's
Didn't touch the
setting you
sides
up.
though. Yeah.
You're not a fan of spicy food
Just not a fan of food. I'm really not.
at all.
I don't. You're so miserable. You're just grumpy as fuck, aren't you?
I'm not grumpy. I just think I've got like I'm just basic. I'm just basic bitch.
You are a basic white girl.
Yeah. Just
Need a Fiat 500 in Starbucks.
nah, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
not a fan of you. So you don't? Do you cook?
Nah.
You don't cook at all.
I can
Define
put a frozen pizza in the oven.
Yeah,
I'll do a fryer.
Define
So you
cooking.
can't actually cook.
I don't think I've ever really properly tried.
It's because you don't enjoy food, I guess, isn't it?
Exactly, this is the problem. It's like, I don't know, I've baked a couple of cakes and made some fucking bread and shit like that, but when it comes to
if you were
cooking,
single, no kids, and lived on your own in a
I
flat,
probably wouldn't eat.
you
To be honest,
get-
I don't eat too many dinners either. Like most
How are
nights,
you
I
alive?
I'm not
Monster
sure.
Energy
Monster
and fags,
Energy,
bro.
and
Sausage
fags.
rolls.
Yeah, and the odd sausage roll when I can find them. Yeah, it's weird, but I'm still standing.
I did have going back a little bit, the similar thing with saying the wrong things like a waiter or whatever.
Yeah.
In Greg's the other day.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to say, like, I got my food paid for it, and I was grabbing the bag and walking out. I thought she was going to say, enjoy your day. So I said, yes, you too. But she actually said, enjoy your meal. And I was like, ouch.
Do you like
Right,
prepare the conversation you're going to say?
Yeah, because I heard her saying enjoy it, so in my head was like, your day. Enjoy your
No, before you get to the counter, before you first open your mouth,
Yeah.
do you plan?
Because
Maybe
they'll be like,
you mean on any account.
I expect them to be like, hi, what can I get you? And if they're just like, hello, I'm like,
You're like,
ah,
yeah.
ask
Two
me,
sausage rolls, please. And they're like, hello, how are you? 2 sausage rolls, please. I don't need to say hello to you.
eating a takeaway, a steak slice.
Yeah.
So you should have like a couple of options. But then, do you ever get that thing where you go to say the word that you planned in your head, but you got to change midway through, and then you end up just saying like a mixture of both words?
Yeah.
Mm.
You had that before?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's always quite fun.
I think 9 out of 10 times I'd always mess up when I'm trying to say something. Like,
Yeah.
someone, especially like you're at McDonald's drive-through. I'm like, here's your order, and you're like, "Something's out, thanks." And you're just like, what did I do? Like,
What is that?
It's that weird sort of social anxiety just comes
Yeah.
out of you for no reason.
Proper fucked up. I love it. I get myself in like a little like fight inside my head. Like, I'm not going to mess this up. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be fine.
It's so weird, I hate it.
There's so many people do that with like phone calls and stuff. You know, when you sometimes I'm not ringing them.
Like, can you...
I'm
yeah,
not ringing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I
I don't...
can't ring them.
You know, an unknown number comes through.
Oh, don't answer it. No, you don't. Oh, no.
No,
answer it.
but
I know
like,
who it is.
I am not answering that shit. But then when we're at work, it's like, oh, it could be a delivery or something. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, and you answer it, you're like, hello. I cry
To
my
be fair,
eyes
I'm not
out.
too bad on the phone.
Nah, fuck that.
I don't like the problem with messaging and stuff. Like you never quite know
Tone.
tone and
Yeah.
like how someone's saying something. Like quite a few times, I've literally just put something jokingly in like a group chat or something, and I've got people going, "That's a bit out of order, mate." I'm like, "What?
Yes.
Like, what's
You
the
are
problem?"
out of order, though,
Like,
mate. Come on.
Huh?
You are out of order.
I am out of order. Like I was put on this planet to be like biggest annoying bastard ever, and I'm only little, so I've got to make up for it somehow. But yeah, no, I'm always just acting a cunt. But some people just take it the wrong way. I think
Yeah.
some people haven't got a sense of humour.
Yeah, text tone. Unless you're on the wavelength with someone that knows every
Exactly how
time
you're
you say
talking.
it's never serious.
Yeah.
I'm a convert to voice notes.
You what?
Voice notes.
Do you
I
do
only
voice
send
notes?
voice notes.
I used to hate it. I
Yeah.
think this podcast has helped, to be fair. I used to hate it
hearing your
because
voice
I,
back.
like, yeah, I just hated my voice. I was like, why would I ever subject anyone to
It's
that
easy,
shit?
isn't it, to voice note?
Yeah,
Like,
so
like,
much.
if I'm at work now, I'll avoid doing it because you're sitting like, yeah, hi.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
Have you ever done that with a
Yeah,
voice note?
yeah.
You send a voice note and it's all like a reply or like saying you're in a moment and then you're like, you didn't do it record right and you're like, fuck, saying you got to do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny. You have to
Yeah.
do it. It's so awkward to yourself.
Or you
Look
say
at-
you start it weird. You say like a weird word. You're like, how's it?
yeah, like, you're like, yeah, that's so good, man. See you later. And then you're like, press play it back and it's like, see you later. And you're like, oh, fuck, so I've got to say it again. You're like,
Stutter.
record. Hi, mate. Yeah, so good. See you later. And you're like, oh, you feel really like socially anxiety to yourself in the mirror.
I can safely say I've never done a voice note.
You've never sent a voice
I
note.
don't think so. Not on purpose.
You don't know how to.
I wouldn't know how to. No.
You're so old.
That thing's literally there. It does text messages, WhatsApp
I don't
messages.
understand how we're 5 years difference, and you're like...
I think I'm old in my head as well. I literally gave up with that shit. Like, I was like, nah. Like, we were talking about game consoles the other day. Some lad on site was talking about some fucking game thing that he's played. He's like made this whole joystick thing that he plays.
Sounds gay as
Quite
fuck.
Yeah, that sounds.
That sounds
Sounds quite cool.
gay.
But then, yeah, we got on to talking about games. And I was like, I couldn't tell you, mate. FIFA 2005 was the last game I played. And probably San Andreas. Like, and I played a bit of that Red Dead, lost my horse, got really fucking shitty with it. And then, well, I haven't even set it up since.
What?
It's just been sat there. Literally spent all of my in-game money on a fucking horse and it ran away. And I was like, what is this?
You didn't put your saddle on it.
I don't know what I've done.
But it tells you to do that.
Oh, I can't read.
He doesn't have to whistle it. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I whistled it and it just didn't come back. But then I did get stuck on the bow and arrow?
Yeah, do you know the very beginning... You play Red Dead 2?
Yeah.
You know the very beginning hunting mission you do with Charles?
Mm.
And you like learn how to use a bow and arrow. It's like, the deer doesn't even run because it's that easy.
All right. Yeah.
He used all of the arrows and didn't hit the deer.
Failed the mission.
So then failed the mission because he couldn't kill the deer with an arrow.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I don't know how you managed that.
I don't know. Literally, all my mates just carried on playing games, and I was just like, nah, can't do it.
I like nothing.
I just,
What
Can't.
do you do? What's your hobby? If you had what's your hobby then? What do you do? What do you enjoy?
well, I'm a bit busy now, so I don't really have time for any hobbies. Other
If
than
you could,
obviously
what do you enjoy? Like you don't get to do?
play my music.
Play music.
I want to build a studio out there, and then I'm going to give myself a certain amount of time every week, go and play it.
Stick some vinyls on.
But I just don't get time. It's crazy in the week. Like we just about get time to do this. Like we were going to try and do it weekly. It's turned into more like maybe 3 weekly.
It's turned into like whenever the fuck we're both free.
Yeah, it's like right. Are you free this day? Yeah, no, I'm not. Oh fuck. What about this day? Nah, I'm away that day. Oh, okay. Can't do that day. Can't do this day. What about Monday at 3:30? No, can't do that one. Oh, okay. Fucking hell. Like yeah, just trying to get the time to even do this. It's a joke, but we're doing it.
Yeah.
This is now my hobby.
Yeah.
And then editing and making the
You see?
shitty videos out of it because it takes so long.
This is why I don't feel bad about you doing all the editing.
Because it gives me something to
Because
do.
yeah, and it's one less thing for me to do because I have too much to do.
Yeah, like when we first started, Kieran was doing the editing, and it was like if we'd be talking about something, it'd be like quite relevant. But by the time it got released, it was like 7 days later, and it wasn't relevant anymore. I was like, "Dude, you need to hurry up with the editing."
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm too busy.
Current affairs, but you're
Yeah.
out of date.
I think it was like when the one that the boys were on, we were talking about like that Titanic that like sunk and shit like that. I think by the time it came out, it's like
What, the
8 days
Titanic
later.
that sunk?
No,
I wanna
you
say,
know the little
well,
submarine,
yeah,
the little
100
submarine
years.
thing. Yeah, when the little submarine thing went down, we was like having a good old chat about that, and then like yeah, it was like 8 days later we finally got something out, and I was like, more information's come out about it now. We was making
Yeah.
funny jokes about it at the time, but
Yeah, you got to release those, especially when if you talk about current affairs. If
Yeah.
it doesn't go out, like
we're trying to get out within a couple of days now.
them current affair ones, you go out in 24 hours
Yeah.
because like things get out of date so far.
The thing is, if you had the time, if you was doing it like professionally, you'd have the time to do it. You could
Yeah.
you could invite someone over in the morning, start at 10, do a couple of hours or whatever, and then by that night it could be out.
Mm.
But getting the fucking time, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it can take you. The last one we done, I sat there, listened to it. I didn't have to cut much out of it. Like, a few awkward silences, a few piss breaks and shit. Didn't have to cut much at all. Got through it pretty quickly. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think, in the end. I literally got up to the last like 15, 20 minutes. And there was a few bits I had to cut out because someone in particular over there said a few naughty things. And it took me like another hour just to edit 15 minutes and trying to piece it back together. It was a fucking joke. But got there in the end. I don't think it was too bad. But
Yeah.
it does take so much time. I think we've only had probably 2 which we haven't touched at all. It was like Strongman and I always just say Strongman, John.
Yeah, I was
John.
about to say.
Yeah.
Just a strong
You
man.
know him now.
He's a very strong man. Yeah. Yeah, John. We didn't
That
have to
sounded
cut
really
anything.
gay.
What? He's a very
You
strong
realise
man.
he's a very strong
He's a
man.
very strong man.
Well, he does lift some heavy shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast.
I was watching his
He is
Instagram.
strong and he is a man.
I was watching his Instagram videos the other day. He's just like repping these things. I was just like,
Bro, he's like,
fuck!
he's like, yeah, just doing some light speed work. It's like 210 kilos. Like, bosh. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah. Yeah, his one we didn't have to cut anything out. And I think when the Browsing History Boys come on,
Yeah.
that was it. Just like flowed for like nigh on 3 hours. And it was like, fucking hell, boys. We got to 3 hours. Listen to it back. I was like, I just put it out. It's
Fuck it.
fine.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Let's go back on again.
put a bit of an intro in, and then that was it. Done.
It's good when it flows because, like I said, if it saves you editing it,
Yeah, that's it.
it's just like, oh, it just doesn't matter.
It's literally all I have to do is just do a quick listen through, make
Yeah.
sure nothing slips through the net, and then boom, go straight out.
Yeah,
Decent.
the more you do, the more
Yeah.
natural it
But
becomes.
it's like when we first started them, obviously we wanted to try and do something. Well, we both said it was like we both like Rogan and we liked the conversation, but like we were saying as well, it's like, yeah, but who do we know who's going to come on to like our podcast and talk to us? Like, so it's like, well, let's do topics. And so we done topics, and it was all right. Like the first like 3 or 4 were all right as topics. The world records one is still my favourite. I think.
Yeah,
It was so funny, like just hilarious. Like, and even when I listen to it back, you sort of forget that it's you after a while. And like even just listening back, I'm like, that's a fucking great fucking episode, man. I fucking love that one.
It's good for me because I'm usually high, so I can't remember everything that's gone on. So then when I listen to it back, I'm like, oh man, I'm a funny guy. I'm like, damn, we're kind of funny.
Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, then we just like, we had a few people on and was like, actually, this flows a bit better. Like, we're a bit more natural doing it. I think trying to read off notes and things like that is all a bit too much.
It's a
No,
bit,
I fuck that.
when it's scripted,
Yeah.
it's stiff. It doesn't flow because
That's
it
it.
feels like you're reading off.
See, like, it sort of worked in a roundabout way when I was like, I had some notes and facts and things, and I'd fire them at him because he hadn't heard them before. And then you get genuine reaction from him, and then obviously his funnies and stuff. But, yeah, it's good, better just to chat, I think.
Yeah.
But we got a fair few people like interested in coming on now, so, yeah, it should keep us going for a few weeks, at least.
Yeah, can you? You've got to find the time though, haven't you? That's it.
That's it.
Especially with Christmas coming up.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's going to get carnage.
Like, I was saying to you for like a few weeks, and he's like, oh yeah, we'll get you on,
Yeah.
we'll get you on. And then it's just like fucking nothing's happening.
I'm playing a gig on the 16th of December in London
Yeah.
on Saturday. No one's gonna come on the 16th
Before
of
Christmas.
December. It's literally the week before Christmas.
Everyone's going to be out on their Christmas dues.
Yeah,
Yeah, Christmas. Well,
No.
where is it?
London. I don't know whereabouts in London.
Is it not somewhere people just turn up though?
No,
Is it
we're
like
not
a
that good yet.
gig
It's a bit
specific
No, I mean,
place?
like
it's
a
not
pub.
it's not like a public pub or anything, is it?
you got like, is it like
Because
a,
if people just come in because Christmas dues make London busy,
yeah,
really busy. So you might.
if it's just like a pub, you might be alright. People might just be passing by and enjoy it. If it's actually like a gig venue.
passing by, passing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they sent loads in today. So yeah, well, it's somewhere in London, and I don't know.
London's a big place, dude.
Huge.
You're going to get everyone going, yeah, we're going to go see Shed and Velvet in London. Whereabouts? No idea. Just going to walk around until we find
Let's
them.
just head to London and we'll find our way.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Just
Somewhere,
listen
somewhere
to
around it.
music.
Can't be that hard to find.
Okay,
You forget
here
how
we
big
go.
London is, didn't you?
You do, at the same
It's
time.
it's at the Beehive, if you know where that is.
Where is that?
The
Brentford.
Beehive.
In Amy Winehouse coffin.
By Sainsbury's.
There's got to be more than one beehive.
It's by Sainsbury's, everyone. Get yourself
By
down to
Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's.
Everyone get yourself to Sainsbury's in London.
Get your nectar points.
Edmonton. Oh, it's like Tottenham.
Oh yeah, that's not.
Oh,
Bruh. It's like Enfield way. Ugh.
that's jank to get to.
It's jank to be in.
Jank to be in.
Not
Yeah.
a nice place
a
up
week
there.
before Christmas.
Oh.
Are they fucking mad?
You're
What
gonna be
the
mad.
fuck?
You got to get all the way out there.
That's a fucking Saturday before Christmas. Why am I doing that?
I bet you that's how Christmas do as well. Or like the day after.
Oh,
You're going to be hanging.
I'm not because I don't drink. So.
Yeah, so you're
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
hanging because you are drinking.
No, I'm
Just
not.
be sleep
You
deprived.
can't force me to do shit. Wrestle me.
Wrestle me.
I forced you to do this podcast.
Yeah, you do.
She's a big gun I have to hold to his head to get him to come in here.
It is a big
right,
head.
come on.
A big head requires a big gun.
It
so-
does, yeah. It's a fucking massive head.
Yeah, I've grown into it. Shut the fuck up.
Do you think he's growing to his head? Look how big his head is.
It's a big head, but it's alright.
Do you think he lives out of proportion?
I don't think it's that big of a head. It's a bit bigger.
Exactly. Sit down.
Did you want to talk about serial killers then? Because we were going to get onto that.
We can
Yeah.
just you
Okay,
segue
let's
this
go.
into it, and then we
Yeah, I
start
know.
talking
Then
about
we fucking
killer mosquitoes. I think.
Yeah, killer GMO mosquitoes.
Yeah,
and
you-
shit.
Something along them lines.
You got all vaccine on me.
I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
It's-
went
but it has
COVID.
to be spoken about. Not enough people are speaking about it. And then, well, when you do speak about it, you get cancelled. Like,
Exactly. So now this episode isn't going to get any listeners, is it? We're going to get shadow banned.
do you reckon that's what it is?
Yeah, probably.
Like we put these posts up, right? We
Mm.
get fucking no one, and then I'll say to like my missus, I was like, "You see like recent post? No, I ain't seen it. She has to literally go searching for our page to find it and to like it and shit like that.
I'd be surprised. I mean, like I said earlier, if Alexa's listening to us,
Yeah.
definitely they're going to scan through what you're saying in a podcast.
Motherfucker.
When it's just uploading, it's not really uploading it, just scanning it. The
Yeah.
system's just scanning it for anything.
It matter that everyone's just chill with the government listening.
Yeah. Like,
Everyone's
imagine
just
that.
like, "Ah, it
No,
doesn't
fuck
matter."
off.
Yeah.
People's attitude to it is just life's too short and they don't give a shit.
I know they definitely do listen on YouTube, because every time we uploaded the videos onto YouTube, it was like basically scanning for copyright. That's what it said.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
scanning for copyright.
Alex.
Instagram does that though, because if I put up a base cover, like loads of my base covers on my Instagram are like blocked in certain countries. It'll be like it's blocked in Russia, so no one from Russia can see it because of like a copyright issue with
Really?
the song and stuff. Sometimes it's like America, like people in America can't see it because of copyright stuff.
I reckon the Russians
Yeah.
would love our podcast.
Do you reckon?
100%. All the Russian guys on site love us.
Do they?
I don't know.
We don't really have any Russian guys. It's all Romanian.
How many are
It used to be Russia.
there? Used to be Russia.
Yeah.
You think a couple of Russian guys speak for the whole Russian
Yeah,
Federation?
100%, yeah. That's stereotyping it is
They
best.
love it. They really love it. I know this one guy who's really nice.
He said he liked it.
Your country would love our podcast.
Yeah.
You love us, don't you?
I think we genuinely do have like Spanish fans though.
I don't think we do.
Or someone's got VPNs on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or someone might be
that's-
on holiday in Benidorm. Like, oh, I'll tell you what I
Well-
listen to.
Well, yeah, that might be another thing. To be fair, when we went to Mallorca, and we just released an episode, and I listened to it back while I was over there. It's like once it was on Spotify, and then we come back over, and I like looked on the like little app we've got, and it tells you where everyone's listening from, and it was like 3% Spain. I was like, that can't come from just one listen. I'm trying to do the numbers here. I'm like one listen from Spain like that. It's not me. It's still like, and that was like 1,000 views ago. It's still at like 2%
I
Spanish
don't
listeners.
think them charts are very accurate, to be honest.
Well, it could be
No.
one of them things where you had it on. Was you in a hotel or something?
Yeah, on the Wi-Fi.
You might have been on a hotel and Wi-Fi, and it's some old bird Spanish is the reception just scrolling through, and it's just popped up like, "What is the podcast?"
Yeah,
She's
she's
maybe
been listening
accidentally
to it.
listened to shit. Yeah.
So she loves it. Hello, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Hola.
Yeah.
Hola, mi amor.
What was that? Buenos Aires, bitch.
Buenas noches, bitch.
Buenos Aires, bitch.
Dear. What? Who's your favourite serial killer? Can you have a favourite? Oh, this is the other thing we're talking about.
Do you have a
Could you
favourite?
rank serial killers?
Depends
Well,
on
I
what
was
your
thinking this
criteria
earlier,
is.
Because I was looking around and I was like, YouTube video popped up and it was like top 10 serial killers, and I was thinking it's weird. It's like, remember WatchMojo.com?
Yeah.
I
seen
love
that.
Watch Mojo.
But it's just funny, just like, welcome to Watch Mojo, Scott Cobb's top 10 serial killers. You're like, why are they advertising like it's a top 10 Disney film? It's like, our top 10 serial killers, number 10. And then just going into it, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, he done what?
At number 9.
And just like, so into it.
At number 7.
Yeah, that's what they like.
Yeah.
At number 5. And our bonus entry. And you're like,
Oh,
okay, he did what to his mum?
He fucked her head.
Oh, I heard of
Ed Kemper.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Ed Kemper.
Fucked her neck hole.
That's fucked.
That's proper fucked.
Yeah, and then he was pulling her vocal cords out.
Yeah.
And he was trying to put them down the garbage dispenser. And
Was
he
it
was
because
just chucking them back up?
Yeah, because she used to just shout at him all the time.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what it was.
I wanted the quote. He said the quote about why he did it. But he's smart.
Yeah,
He's
it
one of the
was.
smartest.
Have you watched Mindhunter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mindhunter, yeah.
It's so good.
So good.
That guy who
Have
played
they
it
brought
was
out
so
the new
good at
season
it.
yet?
No, they
No, I'm
cancelled
still
it.
waiting.
They
Ah.
cancelled it. They're not.
They
They said
cancelled
they're
it,
not
not
doing
doing
it.
it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Which is probably the worst decision ever. And they make Sharknado 8. And they will make Mindhunter series.
They made Fast and Furious fucking 21.
I can give them 20
What the
quid
fuck?
towards budget. How's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Why did they cancel it, did they say?
Because they're fucking goons.
I don't know. I think the director didn't want to go do it anymore, and then Netflix just didn't fund it, which is crazy to me because they release so much shit. They honestly
Yeah.
release so much shit, and then you think things like that actually good.
There's like a massive load of people waiting for it as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
really
loads.
popular.
Because I was late to the game with it. I only
Yeah.
just literally finished it a couple of months ago. I was like, I wonder when the next one's out. I said to you, like, I've been waiting years.
Yeah.
Weren't they teasing? They were
They-
teasing
yeah,
BTK
they were
killers.
teasing
Yeah,
it, yeah.
the whole way through,
Yeah,
yeah.
they kept teasing it. I was like, oh, this will go on to him.
Yeah, and
No more.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, I was really looking forward to that because
Yeah.
you don't
It
really
was like
see
every little segment, like every like 30 seconds at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
that's
like
it.
doing something else.
You don't really see that's one of the ones I've never seen much of as BTK, and obviously he's one of the most famous ones.
Yeah.
We've had all these other TV
Yeah.
series about certain serial killers, but
Well, that's what-
BTK.
when I was looking earlier, there was like some fucking serious dudes with some serious numbers. Never heard of them.
No, you don't.
There's like some geezer. Where is he? He was in like Colombia or something.
Yeah, he's like the worst. Yeah, the worst guy.
Confirmed kills.
They released him on good behaviour. A month later, he killed someone again, and he went into the forest and chasing mountain lions now apparently because they can't find him. But you're right. There's so many people on the most confirmed kills.
He's only just died. 2023.
Who was that?
12th October.
Yeah.
Luis Garavito. He's known as La Bestia. Colombian serial killer, sex offender, paedophile, and necrophiliac. In October 1999, he confessed to committing rape, torture, mutilation, and murder of 147 minors, predominantly young men and boys in Western Colombia. Criminal charge: murder, rape, violent sexual act. 193 plus victims. He got convicted for 142 of them.
Well, fucking hell, what was his name? I see a picture of this guy.
Luis Garavito.
How you spelling Luis? Louis.
Louis. Luis.
Louis.
Garavito.
Garavito.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn.
7 years.
The only real crime's them fucking eyebrows. Jesus. Fucking hell, wait, how many people did he kill?
He's 193 plus. He got convicted for 142.
What the fuck?
That's some serious numbers. In only 7 years, 92 to 93. 7 years.
You know on Wikipedia it says that
I don't know how he's even done that.
On Wikipedia, do what?
Where it says other names.
Yeah.
One of them's Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy?
Yeah, look at it.
Trillion.
Look at it.
Trillion? Yeah.
He does look a bit... No, okay.
I'm
gonna kill you.
Get in my way.
Get mutilated.
Isn't that mad that we ain't heard of that though?
We don't hear about them. We don't hear about these
There's
ones.
no Netflix series about
There's no... Like, you think Ed Gein, right?
Yeah.
He only ever killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Like, confirmed. I mean, they're obviously, granted, there could have been more
Probably
before
more,
they
yeah.
found, but he said he was grave robbing.
Yeah.
But he, like, is so... And there's, like, 2 separate films on him, like, that's franchised, that gone famous.
Yeah.
All these people have killed not
So
killed
many
a
more.
lot of people. Granted, they still kill, but they're not actually...
Nah.
They're only notorious because they've been made into, like, a Hollywood movie, or
it's
they've
like
been...
a cult following.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's like they've been publicised so much.
Well, that's quite recent as well. You think about it, 92, 99.
Yeah.
So it's within the last 30 years.
He got sentenced to 1,853 years
Yeah.
and 9 days.
So
Were the 9 days necessary?
I found this Ed Kemper thing I was talking about. So it says,
Go
in
on.
April 1973, Kemper battered his mother to death with a pick hammer while she slept. He decapitated her, raped her headless body, and used her head as a dartboard. After putting her vocal cords in the garbage disposal, but the machine would not break the tough tissue down and regurgitated it back onto the sink. And he said, that seemed appropriate, as much as she'd bitched and screamed and yelled at me all for these many years.
Fucking hell.
But, yeah.
Yeah, he was a very smart guy. I saw something of him talking, like real life.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really intelligent.
And then I saw the...
You saw it?
Ryan
They've
Hunt.
done
Ryan
that.
Hunt.
Spot on.
It was so good.
Like,
Same
all of
with
his
Charles
man-
Manson as well.
Yeah, they were so good. The acting and that. The casting was unreal.
whoever done that
Yeah.
is got
So
it
good.
spot
It's
on.
all like the mannerisms and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
They casted it so well.
Yeah,
Son
it
of
was-
Sam.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same.
Oh
per-
yeah,
I thought it
because
was the same
I watched the
person.
Son of Sam documentary beforehand, and
Yeah.
then he's on there, and I was like, oh my
They was like,
god.
they've got that to a T.
Yeah,
They
man.
done really
Have you
well
seen
with
that
it.
Son of Sam?
I've not watched the drama.
I stopped watching it. I got so far through it, and then I was like, didn't get time to watch it. Whatever. I never
think
finished it. But
there was like loads of hype about it on Instagram. That usually
Yeah.
just puts me off because I see too much of it and I'm like, oh, I can't be fucked. Like,
Yeah.
just,
like the more
yeah,
under
I
wraps
usually
thing.
wait until this calm down.
I'm surprised old fucking Harold Shipman don't get more fucking
How shit, mum?
Harold Shipman.
Shit, man.
How shit, cunt?
Shit, cunt. Your mum's shit. That's the best.
Michael Parkin Bum.
Is that not the best fucking
Yeah,
that
outtake
is-
video
that is
ever?
the
You
best.
can be in the worst, darkest place,
And you just need to
and
watch
you put that on, you're coming out of that dark place. You could be sitting at a funeral,
Yeah.
and then everyone's just like, "Hey, she was the great," and you just Michael Parkin Bum in the back. And it's like, who's that? Who's that? Like, that is the greatest.
I might have that as my funeral song.
Yeah.
Just
Just
that
walking
playing.
into that. Equipment Rhino, he's like, talking in. Everyone's like, try not to laugh.
Long,
that is great, I love it.
Long Dong Silver.
That's it.
He's like, fucking Long Dong Silver.
Cunt. Your
Yeah.
mum's cunt.
He's like, "Mum's cunt. Shit cunt.
Yeah,
The other actor that's left of Ricky, he's just proper trying to be an actor,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
just like,
He's
smirking. He's like, no, I won't laugh at this.
Yeah.
It just gets to him at the end. He just can't.
You can't hold it in anymore.
It must be
I'll-
so fun working on set with Ricky Gervais.
I watched like
He's laughing.
I watched
Yeah,
the whole.
his laugh, and he
his
goes high
laugh is
pitched that
hilarious.
little scream.
Mate, there's that fucking video of Kermit the Frog.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis
Yeah.
dressed as Kermit the Frog. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my god, you need to watch that. He's literally like, I think they were shooting something for Life's Too Short. So Warwick Davis was on it with Ricky Gervais, and they literally just sat on these like stairs in this house.
It's like Grand House. So
Yeah,
it's like-
Warwick Davis is just dressed as this fucking frog, and they're talking about it, and he's just like, look at him, he's just laughing his head off, and he's like, gets him to hop up the stairs, like, you can hop up the stairs, and he's like, he goes to try it, and he's just in absolute tears.
It's so funny.
He's
It's
like,
such
do you
a
reckon I
good
could throw you a wall and you'd stick?
Oh, I love it. Ricky Gervais is excellent.
I watched the whole of Afterlife outtakes,
Oh, they're so
like
good
season
as well.
1 and season 2 to season 3. Who's the fucking guy? I can't remember his name. He's in Derek as well. He's like looks homeless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's so
good,
funny.
isn't
The
he?
fucking one where they're
He's
eating the cake. Have you seen that? Him and the fat kid eating the cake.
Yeah.
No,
And they're like shoving it in
The
their
cream-
mouth. They
the cream
just
cake.
keep fucking laughing their heads off. Or the fucking elephant joke.
Oh yeah, but what to the secretary?
Yeah, he's like, is it as you make an elephant come or something like that? And he's like,
Yeah.
he
He
keeps
keeps laughing,
he has to
doesn't he?
keep telling that over and over again. Ricky's just like,
Ricky keeps laughing.
bits. Yeah, they are the best.
It must be so hard because, like, you know, once you get the giggles about something,
Yeah.
and then like you got to keep doing
Keep
it. Like,
doing
imagine
it.
trying to keep doing that scene, and you just be
I'd
you'd
be
be
useless
crying.
at it. I'd absolutely useless.
Like trying to keep a straight face with the boys anyway is a
Yeah.
fucking nightmare. Like,
Like even like there's like stupid little ones like he's just got to answer the door to like Joe Wilkinson.
yeah,
And
it's
he's
just a
yeah,
face.
he has to do
It's
it, like, 18
that's probably worse
times.
because you can't see his face. You don't know what he's going to look like. Like, you know what he looks like, but you don't know what he's going to
Yeah.
look like, and you open the door and you just see it, and like you just
in bits.
funny cunt.
I like that Joe Wilkinson.
He's so
Yeah, he's
funny.
funny.
He's a character. He's from. I think he's.
Right,
From,
he
he's
supports
from around here. I
Gills.
know he supports Gills.
Yeah.
If he's from around here, I mean, there must be weird. He must have a connection to Sarah if he's not from around here.
I can't remember. I don't know if he was born here, but yeah, I remember. Yeah, definitely see a video.
The
of him doing
guitarist
that.
in my band looks like him.
He does.
Luke Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah. LP.
That's funny. I never thought about that before.
Yeah, and someone
No,
said
you
it to me the
thought
other day, and I was looking at him like, damn.
about that.
Yeah, you do.
Well, at least you don't look like a serial killer, that.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, no, I thought Harold Shitcunt would definitely get.
That was the doctor guy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got like 250 confirmed
Yeah,
victims.
and-
It's a bit of a boring film, though, isn't it?
Just him injecting the
Yeah,
old pillies.
250.
Yeah, over and over again.
Although, they did do 127 hours.
Yeah,
They made that a film.
that's crazy. You think, yeah, how can
Yeah.
you make that a film? Is
Was that the guy who was just stuck in a rock or something?
These
No?
are-
Yeah, he was like
pins
cycling.
between the rock?
He crashed, and then he's like falls down this canyon. He's in like, must be like
Nevada.
Nevada or something.
Arizona or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Somewhere
I don't know.
hot and desert.
But yeah, and he's in this crack, and this like rock like lands on his arm, and then he's there, and he's like shouting for help. Obviously, he's in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
No one's there, and he's got like a little pouch of water, and he's trying to like get it out, and he ends up basically having to use a penknife. He has a penknife on him, he has to cut his own arm off,
Nice.
and then he climbs out. Like true story, it's mad,
yeah, true stories, isn't it?
mad.
Big-
But they made that into a film. Just
They made
a
that
geezer
into a film.
just
Yeah, and he's got a camcorder, so he's like recording his thing because he thought he was going to die.
Right.
So he's like recording his things, and he's like thinking it's going to be his last one, and he's like on like death's door, and then he just has to like fucking cut through it to get out.
Yeah,
And then he
makes
gets like found by these hikers, like he's like walking on his path, and they find him, and he's just like, and then he gets rescued. Mad.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The fact
I
they
think
made that
I'd
into a
rather
film.
died than cut my own arm off with a penknife, to be honest.
But that was quite an
Fuck
easy
that.
film to shoot, though.
Yeah, the budget couldn't have been that big.
Just laid there.
Find a canyon, find a rock, bosh.
So how long was the film? It wasn't 227 hours, was it?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was,
just
the whole thing.
thing, like live action.
127
Just
hours.
replayed.
maybe. I don't know. It must have been like a 2-hour film, surely.
That must have been
Because it's
well
got like the beginning bit where he's like at home, and you get to know the character a
Oh,
little bit,
yeah,
obviously.
it's always there.
And then you get like the little intro where he's driving, and
He was
he's like
just
on
a
the
normal
phone.
guy, wasn't he? The actual original.
Yeah,
it's not
he
like
was
he
just-
was anyone special.
No, he was just a normal dude.
So that's a bit of a weird.
How
It's a
someone
weird
got
house.
hold
Yeah,
of
you
that
know when he's
story.
like driving, he's just like, "Hey babe, I'm just gonna go for a bike ride. I'll be back soon. Love you."
And you just think, oh no, you're not.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Wow, that's what you think."
It's a weird
120.
one. How do you sell that? They've gone to Hollywood and go, right, now hear me out. Got a story for you. Good film. It'd be a good film. And it's like, a guy fell down in canyon, went biking. His arm got stuck, cut it off. How do we make that into a 2-hour film? There must be a way.
Easy.
They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we can do
We
something
can
like
play.
that.
We can play with this.
We get the Rock somewhere, can't we? Dwayne Johnson turns up. No, we don't.
Not that guy.
Not you. We don't need you
Fucking
pinned.
hell, what
The
you
guy,
turn up everywhere.
they bring the guy with one arm there, and they just show him rocks, and then he's like, and when he finds the right one, he's like, they're like, "That's the Rock."
That's the one.
Good
I bet
casting.
That Rock could probably still be there as well. The original Rock could probably still be there.
Probably. It's
With
got his
his
arm
arm
stuck
in it,
underneath
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Shit.
probably been
They
eaten.
must have gone back to get that, surely.
I
They
would
would have
have.
left that. I reckon he said, "Oh, can we go back and get that?"
I would have. Yeah, I would have kept my bike as well. Didn't he crash his bike down? I think. I'm sure it was.
It must have been.
You're not
They
selling
had
it.
an 18 million budget, by the way. 127
18
million.
million?
For a guy
18 million?
sitting there with his fucking arm stuck in a rock.
Yeah.
How? Way?
People have got
94
money to
minutes,
burn.
hour and a half.
People got money to burn.
The film, based on Ralston's memoir, Between a Rock and a Hard Place. Nice.
Between a rock and a hard place. So here's the thing: they made a fucking hour and a half movie about it, and we've also just spoken for it for about 5 minutes.
That was directed by Danny Boyle, of all people.
Really?
No
Of
shit.
He usually
people.
does good films.
Yeah, you think he does 28 Days Later, Train Spotting,
Hmm.
Slumdog Millionaire, 127 Hours. They're all the best films ever.
Opening ceremony for the London Olympics.
Yeah, cut his own right arm off. That's disgusting.
So basically, what you do is when you find Danny Boyle, when you say to him, "Listen, Harold Shipman needs a film."
Yeah,
Right.
he definitely needs a film. They could definitely
They can make that crazy.
They
It
could.
doesn't have to
They,
be. It doesn't have to be factual. You can say, "Well, he went in there. You know, the old women came in, and he turned into a robot." They could do anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
based on a true story.
Based on a true
Based.
story, like they always do, and then they just
Yeah.
they dramatise it,
Yeah.
and you could say anything. He could have been a lizard.
Do you know the only one that is apparently really close is Lone Survivor, who's in that with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently
He gets-
that's really good because he like worked with
The
Marcus Luttrell, I think his name was,
Yeah.
the guy. I think he's been on Joe Rogan a few times. I think he's fucking sick. But yeah, I think he like worked with him, so like that's like as accurate as it was.
Yeah, you'd assume so, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
It's like
it's a really fucking good film. That
Chris Kyle, the sniper, the American
Yeah,
sniper.
American
They made
Sniper.
what was the film called they made about him?
just American Sniper, wasn't
Is that what it's called?
Was there a
Yeah.
TV series about that as well? I watched one of them.
it? American
But they
Sniper.
dramatised that, didn't they? And because it was all the true story, and they said, "Oh no, they've dramatised it and all this sort of
Yeah.
stuff." And there was all these claims coming out like they didn't get it right.
Yeah, apparently he
That's
was a
still good.
massive. Apparently he was a massive cunt, and everyone was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, he was a dickhead."
good
but
film. It's alright, not too bad.
Don't know, either way, he killed fucking loads of
Talent.
ISIS motherfuckers.
Well, yeah.
I hated the way that they fucking dramatised Avatar, man. Like, that
Avatar?
story was so cool. Yeah.
Harold Shipman does need.
Harold shit. Yeah, he does definitely need a film.
I mean, I suppose like, you're right. It's boring in a sense of like
Yeah,
he killed under 250 people, but it's like it's not pretty and it's not glamorous enough. I think that's what it comes down to.
it's not like he's like.
It's not weird enough, and it's not weird to kill him.
There's
it's not-
It's not a weird fetish that.
No, if he
That's
like
fair.
Do we
put
know
their
that though?
arms-
Because he hung himself before he went to court, did he not? No?
Yeah, he killed himself
Was-
in prison.
yeah.
I think he's in prison, or I don't know.
No, but like, how did they die?
It was
He was injecting them and shit.
yeah.
No, he was just
he
over.
injects them.
No, he was over. I think over medicating.
Exactly. So that's not a good film, is it?
No.
So what he'd do is he'd get them to change their will. So he'd go in there, he'd befriend them enough to change their will, and then he'd over medicate them, and then they'd die, go home and just die, and then they'd be like, "Oh, here comes the will," and he goes, "Why's your doctor the main person in your will?" And 200.
How did he get away with doing that 200 times?
Yeah, I know. This is the
Because
thing.
I think that there's people that obviously don't know will, they just don't know, and if it's been signed by the, the party, that's,
You're not telling me he doesn't look like a serial killer though. Like if someone showed you a picture and said he's killed loads of
Oh,
people,
yeah.
like you would say
he definitely looks like he's touched a kid.
He
as well.
looks like the
Yeah.
the pirate guy on The Simpsons, the peg leg guy.
Yeah, he does actually. But
Uh,
plus he's British, and there's not really a lot of British serial killers that obviously there is, but not as prolific as he has been. He was in Wakefield prison, suicide by hanging. 218 confirmed, possibly up to
Fucking hell.
250 between 1975 and 1998. So he was going for a while.
yeah, a long time.
That's a crazy amount of time to be doing that and just having a clear conscience the whole time. And like you
Fucking
said, after like the third one, you'd be a bit like, this is the third old person that's died in this little town.
And
Yeah.
left him in his
And
will.
left the doctor in the will. He must be
Yeah.
a really good doctor. So to get up to 250,
Yeah,
like 200,
before someone
get
was
to
like,
100 is crazy.
someone was then like, do you think? I've got an idea. Hang on.
Why
a
didn't
minute.
Norris and Morris and Doris and Soris all die and he was the head of the will?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, no, that's just bad police work, isn't it? It's a bit like fucking Savile, isn't it? Like,
Oh, there's so
how
much
the
shit
fuck
like
didn't
that.
anybody know that?
Oh,
Look at
they
him.
did.
Yeah, just
They
oh,
did.
yeah,
Yeah,
they did know.
He,
Yeah.
he was just he was a puppet, a public figure at the time, and then everyone knew they just get away with anything you want because Jimmy Savile. He had everyone under his thumb.
Yeah,
He had like
Literally.
Maggie Thatcher around his finger, didn't he?
yeah.
He had
She
something
was
around
on
his
it.
little finger.
Yeah, he did.
Mostly.
He was a creep though.
Did you hear about the fucking? There was like he was working at the ambulances and stuff like that, and there was like a fucking car accident or something,
Yeah,
and someone had been decapitated, and their head rolled underneath this lorry or truck or whatever it was, and Savile was somehow on the fucking scene with the ambulance crew, and he's like, "I'll get it," and he like crawls under this fucking lorry and retrieves this fucking decapitated head. He's like
he
laughing
told that
about
he told that
it.
reporter about it, didn't he? Because he was going out.
Bruh.
He was going out with the
Weird.
ambulance crew because he was the chief of entertainment or whatever in these
Yeah.
hospitals.
Weird, man.
He was a weird man. There's the new dramatised series just come out on BBC.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Steve
Fucking
Coogan.
Steve Coogan. Yeah, I was gonna say Alan Parks.
It's 3 episodes. I would recommend it.
Is it?
I watched it the other day.
I've seen some like mixed things about it.
It's definitely worth watching it because it does bring. It makes it
thing
feel
is,
more real in a
my-
way.
My issue with it is who's made it? Is it Netflix?
BBC.
BBC.
Yeah.
So the BBC are making money from sending a story about their own fucking pedo. Like, I've got a problem with that.
Yeah, no, I didn't realise it was a BBC thing, to be fair.
Yeah, they're like,
That
look
just-
at what
that just
we
seems-
covered up for all these
Yeah,
years.
look-
Now we're going to make a fucking film about it.
It did weird me out. I was thinking, hang on a minute. He was talking about it on there, and he was like, and he was saying things like, "Oh yeah, fuck the BBC," and then he was like then he was working for the BBC with Top of the Pops and all that. And he comes out being a paedophile, and he's like all during this dramatized thing, he's showing him like raping kids and touching kids and stuff.
God.
And you're thinking, then the BBC in all these years' time have got an actor to play him and remake it. I don't know what their angle is there.
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't
like,
get it.
We
Like,
didn't know.
Yeah.
But if
Well, is
anything,
that
it
what they're
makes it
trying
look
to
like
do?
they didn't
Do you know
it.
what would have been better if ITV made it like throwing shade at
Yeah.
BBC?
Yeah.
And then BBC made
Fuck
one
the
back about
BBC.
Like, do you
Schofield.
remember the whole Caterpillar cake thing?
Yeah,
Saga with like
yeah.
M&S and
Audi, yeah,
Audi.
yeah.
Imagine if ITV and BBC were like tweeting
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Like just made a new series, and it was like fucking
Dirty old man from BBC, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Savile.
Yeah.
oopsies.
Yeah,
And then
that's
BBC made one about Phil Schofield being a nonce.
Yeah.
And it'd be like Battle of the Nonces for
Battle of
both
the Nonces.
sides.
I don't know, but Philip Schofield's gonna come out if he's gonna be touching kids. Is he gonna be the future Jimmy Savile? Is he?
He definitely has been interested in younger kids by all accounts.
Yeah. I
Apparently, when he was
I-
working in Australia, there was quite a lot of
kangaroos.
Yeah,
Is that what they
he was
call
more into the Joeys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But, yeah, there
They all
was
said they were called Joey.
who's that fucking TikToker or whatever the fuck his name is? Jack Jones.
Hmm.
He was doing
Oh, he was in a
a
pub.
Oh,
video.
yeah.
He was doing a video. He found Schofield in the pub and like let off a fucking like.
It was like his 250 million views.
Yeah, I think it's his
something like
1,000th view or follower
So
or whatever it is, and he
stupid,
went woo, and he like let off this fucking like streamer confetti stuff, and Schofield sat there with his fucking little boyfriend,
Yeah, but that
and then
guy
he
was,
turns around and goes, "Can you not film this or something like that?" Weird.
Yeah, and that kid went on to be a
like a runner.
like a runner on the
Yeah, yeah.
on this morning and stuff. didn't
And
he?
Schofield knew him from like 12 years old or something. As well.
Wasn't it like his son's friend or something?
I don't know. I don't know how they come to meet, but
Either way, he's fingered him,
yeah, definitely
100%.
100.
which is obvious.
I'm just glad we don't have to deal with the fucking. Remember when they used to pretend to be drunk?
Oh, well,
yeah.
after
Him and
wars.
they'd always turn up and
He's
pretend
like,
that they
we've
were
been this
smashed.
dress all night, and you're like, you haven't. You went to a nice plush hotel.
Yeah.
You woke up,
Oh, shut the
slap
fuck
on the
up.
ass, and you're back in there.
I hate it.
Old Willa Booby ain't done too well for herself out of that either, has she?
No, she's really
No.
fucked
She
herself
tries to
over.
play victim and was just like, shut
Yeah,
up,
she's
you
like-
know.
I didn't know, and you think, and now she's left.
Yeah.
So
Goes to that fucking that video where he like come out as well, because people were calling it before he come out.
Yeah.
I remember saying to you before about it. I was like, he's been noncing on little fucking boys. I'm telling you.
yeah, 'cause
Like,
that
I've seen
was-
loads of things, and then it was like, then he come out, this big fucking reveal, and she's all like holding his hand and crying with him and stuff. I was like, oh, that's
cringe
cringy
as
as
fucking
fuck, man. Yeah, but again, like just normal mainstream TV, it's just fucking falling apart. They're being called out left, right, and centre for everything. And I love it. It's great. It should definitely end like, what's that? Is it Joker film? Is that have I got the right one?
Yeah.
Where he just comes on, he's just like, boom,
Boom.
just fucking
He's
shoots
dead.
him in the
Where's
head.
the beginning line of the joke? He's like, what do you get if you get a... And he crosses... He's like, something crosses something, and he's just like, you get what you fucking deserve, and then just blows his brains
head
out.
off,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
Great.
shit!
The next one comes out soon as well.
Does
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
I get
I
really
don't-
confused with myself.
I feel like they should have left it. I don't...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like, that film was fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's like a piece of art.
Don't
isn't
touch
It's
it.
like,
Just
don't
leave
make
it.
more
Leave it,
than
It's
yeah.
done. Leave it. It's
He
perfect.
played that really, really
It's
well.
yeah,
didn't
that's
he?
what I mean. And he's got to
He's
do another
freaky.
one now,
He's
and it's
very
like
freaky.
he'll still be good, but like I just worry about the story. It's
Lady
just
Gaga's.
yeah, and it like taints
Oh,
the
they
first
got her
one.
in it.
It's like Harley Quinn, yeah.
She
Fuck
looks
that
pretty
bitch.
good at it, like from the like, sort of stills I've seen. But like
She
I don't know,
hangs
I just
around
don't
with
think
that
they should.
fucking Maria Abramovich, who makes all the fucking real life looking artwork of like dead people, dead baby skulls and shit. It's disgusting.
Jesus.
Yeah, look her up. Actually, like I think it's Maria
Sharapova.
Abramovich. Fucking, she's disgusting.
Well, either way, they should have left it.
Yeah, Gaga shouldn't be celebrated in any way, shape or form. Weird bitch.
That's why she's in it. She's a weird bitch.
Yeah. No, they should have got.
Lady Gaga could play Harold Shipman.
She got a dick. Do you remember that?
That
Yeah,
big
she's a
thing
hermaphrodite.
scandal when
She's
she,
a hermaphrodite. Yeah.
when she had a cock.
Yeah. Was that ever like proven or not?
No.
She's not. She's
Shit.
Nah.
No.
She's just a reptilian instead.
It was just a rumor, but it's mad how it went across like the whole
But
country.
that was the early stages of social media. I feel
Yeah,
like.
really
And they
early.
were already there was like a photo of her like with a massive like look like
The
cock.
bulge,
yeah.
The
yeah,
bulge
yeah.
in the cock, and she was in that like, Lear type of thing.
It's
Yeah.
like the red thing.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, she's got a cock.
There was like another one where she was like on a motorbike or a moped or something on stage, and it was like looked like it was like a bollock slip. It was like right at the side. It's like maybe she just got big fanny lips. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
She might have.
Fuck knows. I know who has got a cock. Michelle Obama. Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Well,
Have you
Barack
heard that
Obama
one?
swings for the other team,
He
didn't he?
does, yeah.
That's why his chef died. Did you hear about the chef?
Yeah, that was
Wait,
in Lake
what?
or something.
Tell me about the chef.
Have you not heard this?
Oh,
No.
this is
I'm out.
wild.
Weird.
It's
Proper weird.
Weird, because the more you look into it, you know, that guy, other guy.
Somebody
come
else was found in the lake. There's been like a couple of people found in the lake outside their house.
Their
now.
chef died.
Wait,
The chef
out
died.
front of Obama's house.
Obama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his residence. So Obama's private chef, been the private chef for years. He just randomly died, didn't it? Drowned. In
Drowned
the,
in the
What
lake.
was he doing? It was coming out, or he was like, oh no, he drowned in the lake. He couldn't swim, and then they found on his private Instagram him like doing laps and like swimming.
Oh,
big
no
swimming pools
shit.
and stuff.
Yeah, so he
Weird
definitely
shit like
could,
this.
yeah.
So they just cover it up, and then the more shit's come out about it, and they're basically saying that he was a secret
He's-
lover, and they just killed him.
Yeah, or
Fuck.
like, either that or he knew too much stuff and basically he's been added to
Yeah.
the Hillary Clinton kill list.
You got Clinton.
But yeah, apparently.
But I'm sure that he wasn't the first person found in that lake. I'm sure there was something going around.
Hold up.
I'd need to double check into that one.
So can I just type in Obama Lake?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will come
Yeah,
up.
search it out. Big Mike drowned him with a fucking big dick.
Personal chef found dead in Martha's Vineyard Lake. The Obama family say they are heartbroken over the death of
Of course
warm,
they
fun,
do.
extraordinarily kind chef Tafari Campbell. Jeez, he was 45.
Yeah.
Trying to find.
He's like, oh, he couldn't swim. He's like, yeah. Instagram's got full of him doing back.
Have you ever looked into like the Clinton kill list? Like the amount of
Yeah.
people that could possibly potentially be on it, and the reasons as to why. There's a lot of dodgies going
Yeah.
on. There was the guy who shot himself in the head like
Twice
with was it a shotgun? to the
with
back
a
of the
shotgun
head?
that was too long to.
So like you couldn't have actually got the angle on it.
Was this the guy they found in the car?
Yeah, well,
Out in no. middle
he
of
was in
nowhere?
a car. He slashed his wrists in the car. Like, so he
Yeah, I
slashed
know
his
this
wrists
guy.
so bad that he wouldn't have been able to survive getting out of the car. But that happened, so he lost so much blood. I think the amount of blood they found in there was like basically would have drained his body. But he still managed to, half dead, get out of the car, walk 2 miles across a field, over
Into
a couple
a
of
ditch.
ditches and stuff, into a ditch, shot himself with a shotgun where the barrel was too long for you to physically reach the angle that the
Yeah.
bullets come into. And then when he was found, there was no gun anywhere in sight. But it was the worst case of suicide that anyone's ever seen in their lives. Like, it's just like, how has that been classed as suicide?
And
That's
how so many
crazy.
people just been like, yeah.
Yeah, suicide, yeah. And he was a guy, I think he found something Again, I need to double check. So I've read so much shit. Was he the guy that found the files on one of the terrorist attacks or something? It might have even been, the Boston. No, not Boston. What was the one fucking before that? Can't think. They blew up the van. They blew
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma bombings, yeah. He found some files or something, was questioned a couple of things, and then was like suspended from work, and then was found like after that.
Deaded.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just because he questioned a few files.
He's
So
not
I don't
clean,
know,
man.
that statement is quite right. I think it was that.
It's so fucked up.
There's so much.
That
And
was,
it's annoying when you try and like tell people this, you know, they're just like, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't even, okay.
it's like, oh,
whatever.
that's crazy.
Yeah. But they don't believe you.
Oh no.
No, they don't believe it at all.
It's just a passing thought to them.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh my god. Oh.
It's because you can't just lead with that. There's so much.
Yeah, like you
So
have to start
find
somewhere,
a
like,
starting point.
you have to like link them all in together. Like I was saying, when I listen to those conspiracy guys podcast, I'll listen to it and I'll go, oh, like I'll find a title and I go, oh, I'm interested in that. You listen to this thing, and you go, oh, that's cool. Started listening to more and more and more, and then you realise all the links, and then they start saying, oh, so this thing happened to this, and you're like, oh, I already know some of this from that episode, and then you start piecing it all together in your own head, as well as them talking about it. Then you go deep diving yourself, and you're like, fucking hell, this world is messed up, man. Like you can trace stuff back all the way to like a couple of 100 years. We reckon that it's like all started. This control and power grab, like they even changed the frequency of music. You know this? Have you heard this one?
No.
So the natural frequency of music was like 400 and fucking something hertz, and they changed it to 435 hertz, or whatever it was.
Motherfucker.
And they reckon it's changed everybody's consciousness. So everything that you hear now, it's like it's got us in some weird state of like control. Obviously, I'm not a scientist. I wouldn't ever be able to tell you that. But there's been like studies and shit showing that. Like,
Bro science.
so like they reckon that's why we're all so asleep, like just like sleepwalking into fucking yeah. And then like the way that they always bring things in as well, they bring it in very very small increments. So it's like we're doing this because of this, and they'll give you like some bullshit story as to why they're doing it. So everyone accepts it because they agree. Like so, say with like the green agenda for example, they say, oh, we need to bring in ULEZ because London's polluted. So everyone goes, yeah, that's like, polluted. That's a great idea. We need cleaner air. So everyone's then happy to start paying this, and then it goes to the next thing, and then it goes to the next thing, and eventually, somewhere down the line, it's going to turn into like 15-minute cities. Everyone's controlled. You're only allowed to leave your fucking district a certain amount of times a year. You're not going to be able to have your own car and all this shit. Like that's like the end goal. But they bring it in so slowly that people just accept it so easily and don't think to question anything, and they're just yeah, okay, yeah, it's cool. Like, and then you get called crazy for.
Yeah, that's the worst bit. You just see people, and they don't even they're not even trying to listen. You know, you're trying to talk to them, and they're like just so narrow-minded. They're just like, nah. And you're like, oh.
It was like we were saying, like when all the COVID shit
Whatever.
first come about, like we was like, oh fucking hell, like we were still going to work up in London, like where it was like the epicenter of it being really bad. And we was like, hold on, why are we still having to go up there? If this virus is so bad, why are we still being able to go up there? And so I was more annoyed at the time that we were still going there because I was like, oh, they don't give a shit about us. Like, that's what got me raging. Like, they don't give a shit about us tradies. Like, they don't fuck about us. This is bullshit. All these office workers are allowed to stay at home and fucking do whatever they want. These are fucking bastards. We're easily replaceable. And then, obviously, over time then I was like, well, what you're seeing on the news and what I'm seeing in real life, just completely fucking different. So that's what got me questioning stuff. And then when we eventually got all of our sites closed down, eventually, so we had like 6 weeks off, and that just gave me time to read everything. And I was just like reading how other pandemics have been dealt with. Like, you never vaccinate during a pandemic. That's the worst thing you can ever do. All of the testing and stuff like that was like, this testing isn't used for detection. Like, it's literally used as an indicator to search for other stuff. So, and they usually do it like cycles. It was like 14 cycles. And we was testing like 45 cycles. They're saying if you tested for anything at 45 cycles, you would find that thing, like regardless. Then you had the people being like classed as a COVID death for any reason within 28 days. Bullshit. How many people have died within 28 days of a haircut? Exactly the same fucking thing. Like, it had nothing to do with COVID at all. And yeah, and all of that shit. And you were trying to say that to people at the time. Now, you're crazy. You've lost your fucking mind. And you're like, but this is logical shit, man. And it's just the same all the time. Like, all this new shit keeps coming out. I'm confident now, and I'm like, I know that ain't right. This thing's coming up. That's probably going to happen. And I try and tell people and don't listen. I'm like, well, that's on you. I don't try and wake them up anymore. You look like you're falling asleep again.
No, I'm not.
You good?
No, I'm good. I just saw
It's
the
interesting.
car.
Oh, you see the light there?
Yeah.
Maybe we just pause for a sec while she comes in the door.
I heard the most wildest story early on Twitter.
Go on.
This is actually like, I heard it and I was like, this is like,
Enough internet for me
this
today.
is like,
So.
yeah, this is a proper one of them. So it was a video and it's some voice notes. Some voice notes. This girl, another girl, when she's telling her about, she's just come back from a hen do.
Yeah.
In Amsterdam.
Yeah.
She was like, I've just been in this hen do. No, her friend has a flatmate who just come back from this hen do in Amsterdam. So when in the hen do, all the girl party went out at the same time as all the stag went out. They, like a day apart in separate groups, like. And this girl said they was all like going out doing Amsterdam, and she's got really drunk. She was like, I want to try one of these glory hole places. She goes there and then around the clock comes through. And it's a glory hole and all that sort of stuff. She's like, oh, I'll give it a go. So she's gone in there and she starts sucking some bloke off for it. And then it's like these modern ones where if you both press the button and it says like agree, the transparency glass will just fade through. So she's like sucking his dick and then she's like, oh, I want to see who I've just sucked off. So she's like, so she presses it and the other person presses it, fade. It's her fucking dad.
Oh my god, no way.
Her dad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
and the girl said, yeah, all the family's fallen out, like it's completely torn the family apart, and like they've like banished her from the family, and no one's talking to the dad and all this sort of shit. Like when I heard that, I didn't expect it to be that. I expected it to be like the groom,
Yeah.
something like that, and being like, oh,
Like the best man or something.
yeah, something like that. But then I found it was like, oh yeah, it was her dad.
Fuck.
That's mad.
That's wild, isn't it?
How would you not know? It's like an old man dig though.
Well, she probably did. She just didn't care.
She's like the saggy bell end.
She felt like
That's mad. I follow. That reminds me of there's this page I follow on Instagram called Damn You Need Jesus, and it's like these people that like anonymously message this guy who runs the page or this girl, I don't know. And it's just like really fucked up, like stories of like relationship, like cheating and fucking mad shit, bro. Some of it is mental. I'll try and find one.
It's like a Dear Deirdre.
Kind of. Trying to find a good one.
Some of them Deirdres.
Oh, we used to read them all the time, didn't we?
Well, like some people's lives are so sad,
I
and then we're even sadder for reading the sad life.
It makes it funny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like anonymous.
It's like all of them Jeremy Kyle shows and stuff like that. You should just watch them to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, you do. That's what
It's
about,
like a feel
isn't it?
good, yeah. At
So,
least
my
life might be bad, but it's not as bad as that.
It's not as bad as this chavvy here with his no teeth.
I was always
hanging out.
shocked though, like how many, like you would go on there, they were like the ugliest fuckers with like 2 teeth in their mouth, and they've got like they don't know who the dad is. It's like a possibility of 4 different blokes. And you're like, how are they pulling that many people?
I know it's just the most boring thing to talk about if you think about it. Like, oh, who's watching my dad? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Why are you going on TV and like broadcasting that shit?
It's always the same people though, isn't it? It's they never get anyone. No one normal's ever gone on there.
Do you reckon they were actors? Do you reckon they were real?
They probably planted some in there, some episodes to make it a bit more crazier.
Yeah.
But that is unfortunate. That's just the British population.
Yeah,
They
we
don't
love
need
that
actors.
shit.
That's what they're like.
Yeah, but
So just go to any town and walk around.
Used to
And
be
tell
Yeah,
me.
true. But then like we all watch it as well. Like everyone's watched an episode of Jeremy Kyle and they're like, surely.
Jerry Springer was better.
Jerry Springer was the one.
Jerry.
My favourite was Jerry. They had the midgets.
Yeah,
They was all fighting.
Then like the little
one was
worms on the floor, like
Yeah,
he's crawling.
yeah,
He's up like well quick.
going across the floor. And
He's
that.
got like I am speed. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
He just climbs like a pole and just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this is great.
Fucking mad.
Jerry Springer was great.
And when they used to let like the audience like roast the people.
Oh, they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I got a
oh,
question for the fat one in the middle.
Yeah.
Why's your nipples got 2 different postcodes?
They're trying to-
Ah!
And there's a crowd going, and then they're trying to fight him.
Yeah.
With them. He's like,
And then
"Calm
the
down, he'll say
The
that."
guy on the soundboard's like ding ding ding.
Yeah,
Like
That's the you can't
perfect.
beat it.
Jerry Springer's
It's
the
always
best.
like they don't care. It's like, yeah, this question for that chubby bitch at the end. He's like, she's getting up trying to fight him.
Got a question for Godzilla in the blue.
It's just the greatest. people
Fucking
stand
great.
up.
What an American fucking program.
I love it. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
America.
Legend.
Yeah,
That
he
was
died a
such
couple
good
months
thing.
ago, innit?
Yeah, he did die recently.
Rip.
That was fun. Fuck America though. Like, why do we all listen to fucking what the Americans have got to say? Like, well, supposedly, well,
Because they're so loud.
global leaders and stuff like that. It's
They are
like, you
very
have
loud.
not got your shit in order, man.
That's it. They can't help it. They're so loud. The West, they are the West already, aren't they? They're too loud. You can't not fear anything out of America. Even like they don't tell you now. Like we hear a lot of American news, don't we? Like will filter through to us.
Yeah.
Even like little news here and there, like will filter through from certain places in America. Do you think any of our little news is filtering through to them? Even our big news probably doesn't filter through to them.
No.
When we got big news, it's like, the Queen's died. That's it. They don't. None of that. Whatever is top of our news will ever get feed through to their news.
I think as well. Like most of their states, though, are like bigger than UK. Some of their cities are probably bigger than fucking UK.
Probably
in total. It's crazy. Like you go, oh, if you was ever out there, but oh, where are you from? Oh, such and such. Is that anywhere near London?
Yeah.
That's all they say.
It's about 300 miles away. That's pretty close.
Yeah, they're like,
No,
no,
it's
you can get
not.
there now.
Is
Then
it?
you're like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think people are naive to how big America actually is.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like so big. You can fit the world population into Texas.
I was reading a thing the other day. It's
That's
like
crazy.
everybody on the planet could have something like 5 square miles each.
Yeah, in Texas.
Was it just Texas, or was it the whole world? I can't remember.
Well,
Like the world population of like 8 billion, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's enough land, like livable land, on the planet that everyone could have like 5 square miles.
So it says
Give me my
Texas-
5 square miles.
Texas is 170 million acres, and Earth's population is 7.4 billion. Now, you could give everyone in the United States half an acre in Texas, in theory. In fact, you could in theory, give the entire population of Earth into Texas, and they could have... No, sorry, it doesn't say anything about square miles, but you could host the whole population in Texas.
So would that be shoulder to shoulder?
Probably. Surely. Or close.
Yeah.
You're not getting 5 miles. I want 5 miles.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think livable land across the whole planet, everyone could have like their 5 miles squared each.
Gosh.
They get 10 by 10 metre room each.
Fucking hell.
That's mad.
Yeah, the University of Texas put an article up saying, let's put everybody in Texas.
No. Yeah, do that. I wouldn't go.
Yeah, they divide, and they've
would.
done like a map, and they've divided it to show you what...
Fucking hell.
So actually how like it's possible per continent.
Oh, fucking hell. Imagine the wars.
Oh god. that one
That'd
point
be
where they all
sick.
meet. They all meet there, everyone's just one there. Send your biggest warrior.
Where is it? Is it like France, Belgium, and Germany, where there's that like point where you can stand in all?
And
All 3 of
yeah.
them.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
There's a state like that as well in America.
Isn't that in that film, Paul? The
Yeah,
alien Paul.
it's in a few films. They all meet there, didn't they?
Yeah. And they like jump between.
Yeah, that's like it happened to me when I went to Hoover Dam. So you're in Nevada on
Yeah.
one side of Hoover Dam, and then I believe it's Arizona, the other side of the bridge, and it's
Yeah.
not a long.
Is there different time zones as well?
Yeah, and it
Is it?
flips,
Yeah.
ding, and you get a thing. Welcome to Arizona, and you just walk across the bridge, and the bridge is like it's not like we're talking like a Dartford crossing.
Yeah.
Hoover Dam is very much walking distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. You go welcome to
Fucking-
Arizona, and you walk back, and you're welcome to Nevada.
Fucking time travel.
Fuck it.
Fuck yeah.
I was
imagine-
when I went to Vegas, I was on the big wheel, and it's like shits on London Eye, so big.
Yeah.
And when you're up there, it's like talking, and it's like what you can see, and it mentions Area 51, and it's weird because it says, and it like points out where it is, like lasers. It goes, and it's like that direction, and you just see in the distance. You just see, obviously it's far away, but you can see all the desert in the distance. You're thinking it's so weird to think like Area 51 is just like over
What do you
there.
think is actually in Area 51?
Aliens.
Do you think it actually is?
I don't
I don't think
I
they've
think
put
that
anything
was.
there.
They've moved it.
Yeah, I think they've moved them.
Yeah.
I think it's top secret shit still. Like they use it obviously as like technology that's not released yet, or it's not
Yeah, like
understood enough
military
yet
tested.
to release it and
I
test
reckon they
it.
got giants there.
You reckon giants?
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't reckon they got giants there?
Nah.
Do you reckon they got giants hidden anywhere?
Probably, but not there. I reckon they're testing like crazy military shit there.
Yeah, I reckon
Yeah.
they're testing like
They got like
just
AI,
alien
AI,
weaponry.
yeah, they got like AI robots, like alien
There's
weaponry.
weaponry we just can't use yet. Like
They're
in
playing
District 9 where
Tekken,
they can't you shoot the guns because the alien fingers. There's like they got things like that.
Yeah, they're playing Tekken in real life.
Yeah,
Just making aliens fuck up
they
robots and
got
shit.
half human, half leopard.
Yeah. Boy, he was the best. Calm.
It was
Okay.
good,
He
yeah.
was a beast.
With the blue shirt and the
He
white
was good,
trousers.
didn't he?
Boss.
I think I
was
chose
just-
him quite a lot.
Yeah, I chose him all the time. I chose him that time when I got through and then you turned PlayStation off.
You can hold that
Can't-
against me forever.
Yeah, I will.
Wrestle me.
I felt so
Wrestle me,
bad.
yeah. Fight
He
me.
literally like almost completed Tekken through like the story mode. and then
How
I
old
don't
would I have
know
been
why.
then?
I
5?
don't know why I done it. I went and pressed like the reset button on the old PlayStation.
The PlayStation 1, you know, when you like used to press that big
Oh,
button down,
no.
and if you held it, it was fine.
Yeah,
As soon as you let go, it was.
I
dead.
sort of pressed it,
And then you
trying to
realise
be a
what you've
cunt,
done.
and then I realised what I'd done in that moment, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
You didn't say that.
I felt so sorry.
You didn't say that.
What did I say?
You didn't look very sorry.
You just laugh.
You had that fucking nasty look in your face, and you just let go of the button, and then the screen went.
You're so evil. Talking about evil people.
I've got the makings of a serial killer.
Yeah,
That
straight
is the
up.
tendency
Maybe
to
that's why I
serial
don't play games. No. Because I feel bad about that.
No, you don't.
I do.
You
I do feel
enjoyed
really
it.
bad. I was so buzzing for you as well. I don't know why I pressed it. Still to this day, I remember it so clearly. I was like, I don't know why I pressed it.
You were jealous because you'd never got that far.
Yeah, I'd never even got past fucking. Well, you know me in games.
Yeah, exactly.
That could potentially turn kids in the future into serial killers. You know how all these modern day old serial
Was something
killers,
traumatic from their mum
traumatic,
shouting
so
at them.
all
Yeah.
they got and they're killing animals and stuff,
Yeah.
or they got beat as a kid. But these days, it could be something for which is you turn off his PlayStation enough
Yeah.
to get to the point where he's going to go, I'm going to get fucking my revenge.
I better sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. He's going to come in dressed as someone from
should.
Tekken.
I'm gonna come in high as fuck, like, do you want a crisp?
You're going to get Hadouken in your sleep to death.
Hadouken!
Speaking of dressing up, who was that geezer who used to dress up as a clown?
John Wayne
John
Gacy.
Wayne
Crusty.
Gacy.
But I'll tell you what, I'll say one thing about John Wayne Gacy. It's weird. Like he's always perceived as the clown killer. It's
Yeah.
his nickname. But he didn't ever kill anyone in clown costume.
No, he was
He had
just
nothing
happened to
to
be
do.
a clown.
He was just a clown, though, no?
He had volunteered to be a clown and went to kids' parties in the
Yeah.
neighbourhood because he was like known as like the head of the neighbourhood watch and all this sort of stuff. But he was never like. If you ask anyone, he would, oh yeah, he's the guy that dressed as a clown kill people.
Yeah, but he
No,
never
didn't.
actually-
That's not what he done. And when I watched a lot of stuff on him and looked up stuff, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's one of those things. I don't think as bad as he was.
He
He
wasn't
definitely
one of
was
the
it?
worst.
Yeah, it's just
he strangled these guys, these poor gentlemen and kids, but it's not like he was like deranged and he was like beheading them and boiling their heads in a
Yeah.
pot or anything. I know what he done was bad, but he was another one that's been publicised so much.
Yeah, it's mad.
And because of press and because of national attention, he makes it look like he's the worst. He's
Yeah,
one
like
of the
people
worst.
have like turned him into like a fucking legend or fucking like folk story thing, isn't they? But
Yeah, and they've used like I see one earlier. It was like, oh, John Wayne Gacy, known as the clown killer, he went to kids' parties as dressed as a clown. So why is that his selling point? It's not his selling point. The selling point to him as a serial killer is he killed like 28
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
And left him under his house all these years.
Who's the weird fucking Scottish bloke over here?
Dennis Nelson.
Dennis
Yeah.
Nelson, old Des.
Yeah, he only got caught because he'd been flushing bits
Bits down the
shit
toilet.
down the toilet.
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
KFC.
and then he called for the drain blockage.
Yeah,
Yeah, he called for it. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
And then they come and checked it.
what a dickhead.
And they
He's
were
like, yeah,
what
he's
the
like,
fuck,
you
they
better
found
come
a
in.
bone.
Yeah.
yeah, and they was like, don't fuck about. Where's the bodies? And he went in the wardrobe. And he
Yeah.
just owned up straight
Yeah, it
away.
was in the black bags now, wasn't it?
He said he used to sit there with them like for a few days on the sofa while he had a chat with them and shit like that.
Bro.
It's like mad.
David Tennant played him so well, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
so
was
well. Like that was spot on.
I was saying I'd watched the documentary first
yeah,
and then watched
Ben's in it.
him afterwards.
It's
and then I was
spooky
like,
how
oh
how
my
well
God.
it is. Like
David Tennant's fucking so underrated.
Yeah,
isn't
he's
he?
such a good actor.
So good.
Did
really
you see
good.
the thing he done? There was a short little series on Netflix. It was like basically an interview room,
Yes.
and each time it was a different
Yeah.
story.
Yes, dude.
And he was in that one.
And he
That
was
good.
in
He
that
was good
episode.
in
Was he like the dad of the
dad,
daughter?
Yeah,
And it
I
was
didn't
like
see
that
that,
he had like
actually.
touched. It turned out he had touched something like that.
yeah.
But the whole time I was like, nah, it weren't him.
Yeah.
It was something. And then it's all shot in that room.
Yeah, that's good. That
They
was
were
quite a
good. There was about 6
concept.
episodes in that.
Yeah,
I think.
it was a
Yeah.
good concept. I think it
There was
it got a lot of backlash.
there was only one series in English.
Yeah, and then the rest were all
The
in
rest were in
foreign
like
Yeah.
French and German and
Yeah.
stuff. I did try to watch a couple with subtitles, but it just wasn't the same.
No.
Not the same, no. No, you don't get
I
the
miss
same
them.
sort of feeling.
No,
do
you
you?
don't get the tone.
Yeah, that was a good little series. I can't remember what that was called.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
good
man.
though. What other TV programs you've watched that have been fucking really good?
The Dharma, the recent Dharma one.
I never watched it.
I
do
got
you know
nearly all the way through.
I think they've done a good job with it. To be honest.
Yeah, I just get that whole thing every time. I'm just like, oh, why are we fucking like trying to make these guys? Someone's making money out of it every time. Like I said about the Jimmy Savile stuff. I'm like, oh, someone's making money out of it. Like I've watched the odd few things, but
Have you watched Fleabag?
I think she's watched it.
It's a great series.
No,
It's really funny.
Have you watched
Yeah.
Brassic?
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
I recommend it. Highly recommend Brassic. It's hilarious. It's got the small guy from Plebs in it,
It's got that fella from This Is England, isn't it?
and then Woody from This Is England, and
I've seen
Michelle
it
Keegan.
advertised.
Yeah, it's really good.
This is
really
England.
good.
Sick.
Yeah, This Is England. I love that. It's such a I love that when you watch things like This England. It's some nostalgia.
Yeah, it's like it's
It
nostalgic.
makes you put you in that moment.
Yeah.
I find that with music as well. There's certain songs I put on and it makes me feel like I'm in like 2002.
Do you ever do that thing, like you ever heard like a song and for some reason it just takes you back to like a certain place somewhere?
Yeah, like,
and you're like, oh wow, like a fucking petrol station somewhere on a particular journey. And like maybe the song was on in the petrol station for some reason, or I was listening to that song on the way to somewhere.
And you couldn't find the sausage roll.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then like boom, the song will come on like 10 years later, and I'll be like, fuck, shit.
it's mad.
Yeah, some music can put you in places like it really can. Like just makes you feel a certain way. It's weird.
How mad your brain is to like store that moment in your head somewhere in amongst all the other crap, and like 3 or 4 notes can just take, like, it could be the first 3 or 4 notes of that song, and you're like, you straight back there. You're like, what the fuck, man? How crazy is your brain?
Yeah, brains are crazy.
I listen to
Named
Smiths
Itself
a lot.
Yeah,
because I just love that. It makes me feel like obviously I wasn't born in the 80s or the 70s, or
but it takes you there.
it takes me there. Yeah,
Time travel.
That is music is the modern day. That is the only time machine you'll ever get.
Yeah,
because that is really a sense of, it's such a good healer as well. Like listening to music puts you in a good place. In a bad mood, music can get you out.
We were saying that as well. Like during the winter, I really struggle to like listen to music, and I don't know what it is. Like it's like almost like I'm not in the mood for anything ever. I'm just like, nah. Unless it's like, I'll get the odd day where I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll put that on, and that's fine. But like, I'm never really properly digging anything. And then in like the odd day, I'll have like, the odd angry, like fucking angry blowout, and just listen to something fucking crazy loud. I'll be like, yeah, fucking rock out to that. But it's like summer. When the summer's about, I'm on just new fucking tunes all the time. Like, oh, that's sick, that's sick, that's sick. But it's almost like in the winter, my brain just shuts down and goes, not letting anything else in. Fucking hate winter.
I just go sad boy.
Yeah.
Put all the sad tunes on all through winter and get depressed. Yeah.
Sure.
Long for summer.
Like emo and goth definitely started in winter.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
So I like this time of year now. As I'm getting older, I like it more.
I don't.
I don't mind autumn.
I like this sort of. I like it's dark and it's a bit nippy.
Nah, fuck that.
I don't know why, but I enjoy it.
I get so cold. I cannot warm up for ages. I don't know what it is. I have noticed since I broke my ankle, that always seems to freeze from the inside out. It's the weirdest feeling ever. I don't know. I don't even know if it's a thing. I don't know if there's anything medical behind it. I don't know if anybody else who's broke their fucking joints can relate to it, but
I have.
My ankle literally just freezes on the inside. Like it's only got to be a little bit nippy, and I'm like, oh, that's cold. And yeah, and I'm so freezing.
I've got a plastic ankle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm breaking it. Broke it bad, and then from football kept rolling. No, you keep rolling your ankle, and it got to the point where I was walking. It was like I felt like I was walking on a nail on the hill.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is getting really painful. And I thought it's not a sprain, obviously. I was like, I might have broke it, so I went to A&E and they scanned it, and I was like, no, it's not coming up on the scan. It looks like you think you just bruised it and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, you just accept it, didn't you? They're the professionals.
Yeah.
Right, it is what it is. Kept on hurting, and I'd wake up and it'd be stiff and it'd be numb and I can't move it, and then I'd have to walk at an angle and I'd be walking on my toes all day. So I went private with it, and I was like, I need to see a specialist because like I need someone to actually know what's going on and what they're talking about. Went to this German ankle specialist when I first went private. Within 2 hours, I was in an MRI scan. 2 hours later, I had the results. And I was like, well, the difference between private and this is crazy. And then he was like, oh yeah, it was like loads of cysts in it. I had multiple fractures all in the lining. The ligaments have all like deteriorated and gone. Yeah. So I had to have surgery on it, and they just removed all of it and just pumped it with loads of shit.
That's pretty much it. My ligaments basically all fell apart.
Yeah.
Then my ankle just then like fell apart and then come back together again and crushed all the ligaments in between. So it was really good. So yeah, that's all pinned together. But yeah, it's fucking. I don't know why it gets cold. Does yours get cold? Well, not really.
I can get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like
it just feels like it's cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold to touch and not feel that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always hot.
Yeah, so I'm
like I'll sleep with, if I can get away with it. If I'm on my own ever, which I'm never not. My other half, she'll wear like a dressing gown in bed and put the heater on. I'm like sitting there with the window open, and I don't sleep with a duvet or anything. I sleep on top.
Yeah, no, fuck
nothing.
That. I always
and
I always wrap
underwear
myself
with no
up.
duvet. That's me. I don't all year round. I can't sleep with. If it's really cold, I'll end up getting in there. But
Yeah.
I'm always hot.
No, I think I'm the polar opposite. Like even in the summer, I can't sleep on top of the covers. I've got to have something over me. So like, even if it's a sheet or something, I've always got to have something.
But when
on
you're
top
around
of
your mate's house and you put like a tea towel on your shoulder,
yeah,
that's
like,
a duvet,
yeah,
mate.
that's it.
Using
Little
a plate
nap-
as a
napkin.
fucking duvet.
He's like going up to bed. He's like, "You sure you're alright?" And you've just got fucking the table on your shoulder.
Yeah,
Mate, this is lovely.
I'm fine.
Got
yeah.
the Monopoly board out. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
you put it over your ear, and you're like, "Mate, this is fucking luxury."
I've got articulate as a pillow. We're all good, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah,
these words go on my fucking head.
No, I'm definitely all about summer. Like this summer was so fucking shit.
It was weird, wasn't it?
There was
It
no
didn't
summer.
really
It didn't really
happen,
amount to
and
anything.
then it was hot for a week, and then it's just
Well,
shit.
it's like they're like, "Oh, global warming." It was like, fucking, where is it then,
Fuck,
mate?
I know. I've been waiting for global warming all
Where
this
is
time.
it?
Ever since they started banging on about the ozone layer, I was like, "Fucking yes,
We
get
had
in."
a really hot July last year.
Yeah, it
So
was
remember,
banging
like,
last.
we had that one
year.
of the hottest days ever.
Yeah,
And this year we had like a couple of weeks odd here and there.
yeah. It was like you get 3 days fucking wicked, and then
Then
3
it would just
weeks
be
of
like
shit.
Yeah.
Then you get the odd couple of days again, and then just shit again. Yeah,
It was probably
bollocks.
miserable. Summer didn't even exist this year. It was shit.
I think I had one barbecue all summer.
Yeah.
I don't think I had one.
A couple of years ago, I think. Remember that during the first year of COVID lockdown?
That was fucking.
It was fucking
Really good.
That
hot
was
as
wicked.
shit. I was having barbecue every single day because no
Yeah.
one, you couldn't go anywhere,
Yeah.
so it was like, we'll have barbecue every night. So hot.
Yeah, that was hot from like May all the way
May.
through to late on.
Like September, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was like no rain
Yeah.
at all. It was like every day it was the same blue sky, sun out, blue sky, sun out.
So that's because
Queuing up to go.
none of the planes were flying around. No one was going on holiday,
See
so there's no
No
chemtrails.
chemtrails,
See?
no weather machine was on.
Telling you.
Weather machine.
You look at all you got to do is go out there some mornings. I look up, I can see quite a bit of the sky from that garden. And look, nice blue sky. Within like an hour or so, like 3 or 4 planes have flown over the top, and all of a sudden the sun's disappeared. I'm like, motherfuckers.
Easy jet dropping chemtrails.
Yeah, mate. You know it. Government funded.
Can't.
CIA blocking my material.
You know they've got weather machines out in the Middle East?
Yeah.
Like official weather machine.
I tried telling this cunt that like fucking
No,
12
I
episodes
didn't
ago.
not believe you about the weather machines.
Yeah.
I was just confused why they didn't just use the sea.
I was saying like it doesn't. It's like so dry out in the desert that like they use weather manipulation. They do cloud seeding and they make it rain so they can help to grow crops. And obviously they've got a lot bigger population living there now. Is what they used to have, big cities and things like that, like your Qatars and Dubai's and stuff. And so that they basically make it rain in the desert. He's like, why don't they just use the sea? There's like water all around.
Why
it.
are we shooting invisible vapours into invisible vapours to make a little bit of rain when you literally have the largest bucket of water ever next to you? Just take some of that shit. Use that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But they do it. 100% they do it.
So they do it out there and they're just saying, no, we're only doing it for this reason. They're definitely doing it in
There's definitely
in
other
main places.
yeah. Like there was even like conspiracy around like the tsunami and shit was like made via some sort of weather manipulation. Floods in Australia, weather manipulation.
Yeah.
If they've seen all the wildfire stuff, that's all.
Oh, mate,
they
yeah.
reckon that was like laser beams and stuff like that. I ain't looked into that one too much.
Satellite could be doing that easily.
I weren't wearing my tinfoil hat too much when all that shit happened. But that was
Death
a weird
Star.
one. They started
Yeah.
the first
Like
thing.
a
They
beam.
start doing that.
The first thing I saw about that was like one of the lads at work went, oh, have you seen all that shit that's happening in like Hawaii? I was like, nah, show me. And he just showed me this video, and there's like buildings all burnt out and that, and this car's just like driving down this road. And just straight away, I was like, wait, what's happened? Been like big fires? Yeah, massive big fires, like wildfires. No, it's a fucking concrete road. It's a main road, and all the buildings are concrete. How the fuck's it burnt out all the houses? Because the trees were like every so often. Like, it was like the odd tree, and then loads of and then straight away my head was just going, nah, something ain't fucking right there. But there's been quite a few conspiracies surrounding it. I haven't looked into it too much, but people
I
started
don't know.
painting their fucking roof blue and stuff like that, so they couldn't get like laser beam to fuck or something.
Oh, no.
Don't know why. Don't know why the colour blue is resistant to laser beams.
Probably harder to see from.
Let's test it. Let's Mythbuster it. Let's paint you blue.
Yeah, and see if you can shoot me with a laser.
Yeah.
I'll dress up as a Smurf.
That's hard.
Halloween's coming up.
Yeah. And then see if I can run through. Try and find like a building that's got laser beams on it, protecting like the royal jewels or something. I'll dress up as a Smurf, see if I can get through.
That's how you. There you go. That's how you rub the crown jewels.
Would I be able to sell them?
Going as a Smurf.
Yeah.
Who would buy the crown? Like if somebody
some
went
Arab.
in,
Yeah.
Do you reckon they
Tell me
would?
there's some
Yeah.
Arab out there with crown jewels. Bring them to me.
Hmm.
How much do you want to Arab? I'm Arab. They'd buy anything. They'd buy your dead cat if it was covered in gold.
Would you cover your dead cat in gold?
Maybe
Yeah, if I was rich
a
enough.
whisper gold, because that's all I can afford.
Whisper gold. Not
Just
whisker gold.
Put the caramel over it, but like, there you go, kitty.
My cat, it's got caramel.
There you go, kitty.
If you was rich enough and mad enough, you'd do something like that. If your dog died, you know when they get a stuffed dog, they'd like,
Yeah.
they just cover it like
Basically
gold.
dip it
If
in
I was
gold.
that-
Yeah, dip it in gold.
If I was rich enough, I'd just get it cloned.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Do you remember Dolly the sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah,
She was hot.
she was the first. She's in she's in the museum up in London, isn't she?
I don't know.
They've stuffed the poor bitch and just put her on this shelf now.
What a sad, sad little life.
Innit? Do you reckon they've cloned people?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably in a box somewhere though.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
in-
doppelgangers are.
Have you seen that they're fucking growing mammoths?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
mental.
And they will. I see it on Rogan. They're actually opening an area in Siberia up.
Yeah.
Gonna
So, like,
It's
release them.
Forest
Release it back
Galant.
there, and it's like it's the whole area we
Was
protected.
it Forest Galant? Galant was talking about that? The
Yeah,
guy?
something
that
like
was
that. I
on
know
the-
it's fucking huge.
Yeah,
Like, you look at it on the map and you're like, oh,
Has no
it's
one
massive.
has no one seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
but woolly mammoths.
Yeah, woolly mammoth ain't gonna do shit though, is it?
Yeah, but it starts with a woolly mammoth and it ends up with fucking T-Rex.
Nah.
That'd be sick.
As much as it would be sick, but I don't think they'll get to that. Woolly mammoth, I think they'll get to. I reckon they'll do a woolly mammoth. I wouldn't dodo if they could do a dodo. Bring that back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, but then why don't they do it
Saber-tooth
with...
tigers.
Yeah, saber-tooth tigers would be sick.
Only because you can fight it.
How
Yeah,
big in
that-
comparison
in the
with
man.
saber-tooth tigers to like modern
They were
day
bigger,
tigers?
weren't they?
Like, I know
Yeah,
they're
they're
bigger, but like in comparison,
not-
like, how much bigger?
I don't think that much bigger. I think they
No?
were bigger, but not. We're not talking like.
Like a horse size,
Compared
like-
to, what you're saying, Siberian or a Bengal.
Well, what's the biggest one? Siberian, isn't it?
Siberian.
How big is that?
Right, so a saber-tooth tiger was actually called a smilodon. I'm going to call it a saber-tooth.
Yeah.
It was a large animal that weighed 160 to 280 kilograms, larger than lions and about the size of Siberian tigers.
Oh, so not that much
Yeah,
bigger then.
so they're bigger, but not like.
It was saber-tooth was different from living large cats with proportionally longer front legs and much more muscular build. Its upper canine teeth are long, flat, and dagger-like.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Let's
that's-
bring them back.
Have you
Yeah.
seen when they started breeding lions and tigers?
Yeah, ligers.
Ligers.
We had a discussion on this. The ligers and the
Yeah,
what was the other thing they called? Can't remember. But yeah, they're actually bigger.
massive.
Yeah, huge. I got told I was wrong in that episode. I was actually right. So
He
fuck
loves
you all.
bringing it up when he gets things right, doesn't he?
I love being right. I've been right a lot recently.
We've also been wrong a lot, but we don't bring them ones up.
No, because they just haven't happened yet. You've got to be patient for them.
Mm.
You just sit and wait.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come true.
Okay. Sure, Jan.
Yeah, like I don't know if I just don't know if making lions and that's fucking
Well,
saber-tooth
cloning in
tigers.
general, how's that going to go? If this mammoth thing happens, it'd be cool to see it.
Like,
But that'll
so
unlock
yeah, so
the
why
door.
why don't they do it to like? Why don't they clone like
Walt Disney.
foods that we eat? So like
Mm.
meats that we eat. Why don't they clone a load of them animals,
Like what?
like
Yeah.
chickens and shit like
We
that?
don't need that.
Yeah, there's fucking hundreds
There's
of
too
them.
many of them.
Okay.
We
Okay.
don't run out. The
Okay,
thing is,
what
people
about-
that's like vegetarians will say that they'll be like, "Oh, they were going to run out." Do you know how much gets?
Yeah.
It's just never. It's a never-ending chain. Unfortunately. Well,
Uh,
not unfortunately, because
Yeah.
I support.
Yeah, and if we don't eat them, if everyone just stopped eating, what are you going to do with
Oh
the
yeah, we'd be
cows?
fucked. If we stop eating animals, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we get taken over.
It's like that's like the like with hogs and stuff in America.
Yeah.
They have to kill them.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they
have
to
to.
physically kill them. Go out and hunt them and kill them. It's illegal. It's legal to go out and just butcher them.
We was having this discussion about wolves in another episode. They were
Wolves.
like talking
Yeah.
about
They
like
brought wolves back in Colorado. They put fucking listen to this, they put wolves back into Colorado.
Yeah, they release back into the mountains.
Why?
That's
Why
Natural
would you do
habitat.
that?
stupid. This is
Well,
what I'm saying about mammoths and shit though.
Yeah, but mammoths aren't like territorial. Well, we don't obviously know. They're not going to be. I don't feel like they're going to be going into cities and going, "This is ours now."
I don't feel like they're like the mammoths off of Ice Age though. Like they're quite
Cool,
cool.
cartoon and friendly.
Yeah.
No, they're not. And
No.
they're going into Siberia, like they're where they're getting put. There's not exactly a lot of city to take over up there, is
I
there?
don't know. I'm pretty sure the Russians could turn them into war machines somehow.
Yeah, they'd be mechanical.
They'd be like riding them into
They'll
battle.
be
yeah, like
roided
Lord of
up.
the Rings.
They'll be pissing hot.
They're on top like.
The vuvuzelas.
Yeah, oh no,
The mosquitoes are coming.
God.
Yeah, they're genetically modified ones. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like animals that are endangered and stuff like that. Why don't they clone them and start trying to reproduce
But the
them?
thing is, what animal that's extinct holds any value to bring back?
Not extinct necessarily, but like ones that are close to it. You know when you're like walking around a zoo.
Oh,
it's
they're like, we've got one white rhino
Yeah.
left. You mean?
yeah, there's only like 2 of these motherfuckers left in the whole wide world. Clone them then, if the technology's there. Clone it, reproduce
Because-
it.
You can't, because there's only one left, and you clone it, then it will never be able to have kids because they'll all be inbred.
No, because there's some in captivity.
What?
Like there's like white rhinos. There's some in
Yeah,
captivity.
but there's only one left. He's called John. John the white rhino
Yeah,
left.
you
Yeah.
can't
Clone him,
clone
you're
it.
making John the white rhino again. You can't
make them fuck, because then you just got
unless they modify clone it to make a female version of him.
Just a transgender version.
Johnny
Just like, hey, so what the fuck? It looks like me. It's got a wig on. It's a rhino with a wig. That's
Rhino Paul's Drag Race.
That's what it's gonna come down to, isn't it?
No, like yeah, they should definitely just clone like because there's only one white rhino left in the wild, yeah, but there's more in captivity. So why don't they just
No,
clone?
No,
them?
that is the white
That
last
is-
one.
It's
No.
dead.
Yeah,
It's dead.
he's in a what's it called? In
I'm pretty sure they're dead.
what white rhinos?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like, I swear, it's literally last year they're dead. That's the last one.
Nah,
Yeah,
they've got some in captivity. Must have. How did they let it get to that point that they didn't go out
because they
and
couldn't
go?
get him to fuck, bro.
I know white rhinos are good. It's black rhinos, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they've got black rhinos down like Portland Zoo.
I swear there was a thing that was like the last one that was dead.
Ah, it's in the wild.
Critically
though.
endangered.
It's in the wild. though.
What was the... Maybe it was another...
You can't say it's extinct if you've got like a couple in zoos all around the fucking world.
No, because then it's not extinct. But I thought there was a... The northern white rhino.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
None in captivity at all.
None at all.
Well, that was a fucking dick move. wasn't
Oh,
it?
and only 2 females remain in a sanctuary in East Africa.
Oh, so they should have. Can they not clone the dead guy?
No,
Why?
because he's dead.
Northern rhinos dead.
Do you realise how the cloning worked?
Well,
They didn't just put him in a test tube and grow him. They had to inseminate it back into Dolly the sheep to give birth to herself. It wasn't like they just took a swab and went, oh yeah, here, let's grow a
No,
fucking
but
sheep.
what have they done with the mammoths? They've taken
They're using elephants.
DNA.
Yeah, they're using elephants.
They use- Using
Yeah,
elephants.
but they've taken DNA from mammoths
Yeah.
and put it into an elephant. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wait,
you're
so
saying
in a
yeah,
roundabout
So surely
way.
they could get DNA from John the dead fucking last dead rhino.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what's the state of the thing?
yeah, but
Because
this
remember
mammoth
that
that's going to be made isn't pure mammoth, is it?
Remember
it's
that
going to be
mammoth's
like
been-
part. It's going to be elephant with a bit of fur on it, probably.
Plus, that mammoth has been in like the permafrost for 1,000 years. Like, that shit is
it's
fresh.
going to come out like.
Yeah.
Fair.
It could come out like so weird.
Alright, well that was a dick move anyway on our part. We should have definitely captured it before. There was only one left.
So the dick move that we poached a whole species to death.
The western black rhino and the northern white rhino are both dead. Cheers, guys.
Rest in peace.
Fucking hell.
Do you know what's fucked up though?
What?
You know when an American goes and pays like 60k to go and kill a rhino,
Yeah,
and then everyone loses their minds,
yeah.
and they don't realise that is actually the best thing that could ever happen, is because they pay. So basically, it's crazy.
Goes back
they,
into it.
Yeah, they pay 60k
Yeah,
to kill one rhino.
yeah,
That 60k goes back into the conservation areas and the villages and shit like that. When they then make it illegal and they say, right, no one's allowed to come and pay to do that, the locals still need the animals to be killed because they're still fucking killing people and eating their crops
Yeah.
and
yeah.
destroying the villages, and there's no way to control them. So then that's when the poachers come in, and the villagers have to pay the poachers to just kill them, and they'll just kill 50 of them and not give a fuck,
Yeah.
rather than the 60 grand going back into the village.
Yeah.
One rhino's dead. Do you know what I mean?
But that's survival of the fittest, though, bro.
It's crazy.
That's
What
the
do you
way
mean?
that the way that the world's worked all this
What do
time.
you mean survival of the fittest? I was talking about poaching and hunting.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like if them animals aren't strong enough to beat humans, do they deserve to live?
So you're pro poaching?
No, I'm not pro poaching. I'm just
I'm
saying like
confused.
humans obviously rule the fucking roast, didn't they?
Apex
We don't need
predator.
to kill all
Come
of
at us.
them.
Come at us.
They're not offering us out. Come at us.
He's a fucking psycho, isn't he?
I don't know. I was just trying
Legit.
to.
He hates food.
Hate food. Hate animals. Hate air. I saw a thing the other day. It was like you know when people say they're foodies, Yeah, I'm a foodie. It's like,
Yeah,
what's
we're
good
all
about
fucking
it? We're all
foodies.
foodies. Everyone's got to eat fucking food at some point. You've got to survive. It's like, what next? An air enthusiast. Oh, look, there I go again.
Oh, and my water. Right?
What about the gay frogs? You heard about the gay frogs?
Yeah, Alex Jones will banging on about it. Go,
Yeah.
they're making the fucking frogs gay.
I don't like the chemicals that put in the water that make the frogs gay!
The fucking frogs are gay, man.
It turns out he might be right though.
Yeah, no,
It's so crazy.
legit.
He's mental, but a lot of the stuff he says does come out
So
to be
crazy.
true.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he's had to pay £1 billion for talking about Sandy Hook. This
No.
is mental. Like, you can't talk about that. Why? You can't say words. You can't make noises out of your mouth.
I think
Someone
it's
might get upset.
I think it's because he's saying stuff that isn't true, and then you so many parties involved, and they cancel him.
Yeah, but then, like, say 20 years down the line, it then turns out, like a lot of his other stuff that he was shouting about 20 years ago that's now coming out now. Say in 20 years' time, something comes out about Sandy Hook that he was right about. What are they going to do? Give him his £1 billion back?
Well,
Say sorry?
no,
And if he's so wrong, rather than just cancelling him, why not just debate him properly and show him that he's fucking wrong? They don't do it. They just go, no, you can't talk anymore. £1 billion fine. Stop talking about that thing. Stop it. Like, no. Come
So much
and
for
challenge him.
freedom of speech in America, but they mute certain things
Yeah.
going on here.
Just if someone's so wrong, if somebody is so wrong about something, they should be easily disprovable. Yeah. Well, do it then. They don't.
That reminds me.
Go.
Talking of debates. When's the Graham Hancock one with the guy?
yeah.
That was like now.
That was supposed. Yeah, I'm sure that
I
was
thought it was
set up
September.
around now. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point
Do you
actually.
know who Graham Hancock is?
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah, the recent, the original guy didn't want to
No,
have it out of him, did he? But someone else come
some
forward.
other guy. I can't remember when it was. I'm sure it said
Was it
September.
supposed to be on a podcast, or actually?
Supposed
It's
to be on
coming
Joe
on. It's going on
Rogan.
Rogan.
It was
Again,
going to be.
Joe
It was going
Rogan to
to
do it.
debate
Oh, it was
him.
gonna be
To
on
do an
Rogan.
It was
actual
going to be
debate,
like
yeah.
a top
Because they've done it before,
archaeologist.
didn't they?
Yeah, but it was like a bit shirty because the guy. Apparently, the other guy was a bit of a dick or something.
What, on the Rogan one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was a bit. He come on there with gentle to be like very defensive and.
Yeah, like, but this other guy's like, no, I just want to debate you.
Did you find today?
I'm just looking now. Graham Hancock. Debate with archaeologist Flint Dibble on January, October 2023 is what it says.
It's October now, is it?
Yeah. Hopefully soon, that'd be fucking sick.
That'd be good. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier actually when he's back on next because them podcasts always fly by.
Have you watched any of the recent ones?
Mm.
I watched that. What was his name? Coleman Hughes. Yeah, that was a really good one. He's basically like a political, like narrator, is it? Just like an opinion
Yeah.
mouthpiece, basically. Just really good. Just some really good views on things. Got some really good
Yeah.
conversation flowing. The Jimmy Carr one was quite good.
Yeah.
Well,
it was good.
I was saying before, I was not too keen on Jimmy Carr when he's on like the panels and stuff like that. I feel like it's a bit sketched or
Yeah,
like, a bit written out,
it's
scripted.
Put on, isn't it?
And then you sort of don't really get to see the real Jimmy when he's doing his stand-up stuff, really. Either it's quick, witty jokes and like goes quite dark, but it's not really him. So I've always been interested to see what he's actually like. And he was talking really, really well. And I feel I don't know. I just got this impression Joe wasn't like quite gelling with him for some reason.
I think there was a bit of a comedy
Clash.
Yeah, because I think British humour and American humour is so different.
Different, yeah.
Where he's sarcastic.
Yeah.
Whereas I think he was saying jokes that I got and
Yeah.
we all got
But
probably.
you just went straight
But
at Joe's
Joe
head.
was just like. And I'll tell you what did annoy me. Jimmy interrupts Joe a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I think that's a British thing. We do all
Yeah.
do it, but it was like I kept hearing him do it, and it was like I kept noticing it more.
Yeah.
So I was getting a bit annoyed with it. And I was like, oh, just let him talk.
Yeah, because when Joe gets flying with some stuff, it's like really good. Takes you down some weird fucking places. But no, it was a good one. I don't know what's your favourite Rogan podcast you've ever listened to?
Probably the first Graham Hancock one that I listened to, because that
Really?
blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And it proper like just spun my head. I was like, what? And then, yeah, bought all the books and shit.
Yeah.
Started reading all that. That's mad. That was that one. Or the guy, I can't remember his name, Colin O'Brady, I think it was. Or Alex Honnold. They're like, Colin O'Brady's the one that was like the first one to like walk solo across Antarctica.
Oh right.
and then he did like some rowing thing on Drake's Passage, that fucking crazy bit
that
between
bit
Argentina.
through, yeah.
He was like man-powered rowing in like 10 days or something.
Fucking hell, they don't even send ships through there.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, dude. Like, he does crazy shit like that. So like people like that, and then that Alex Honnold one that did that free solo.
Yeah.
Fucking, I just love
I still haven't
hearing
watched that.
crazy cunts like that.
You keep telling me to watch that, but
So good.
it's like the free climbing shit.
Yeah. Any sort of like adventure or crazy fucking or bow hunter or anything like that, really, on all of those Joe Rogan ones. I love those ones.
The RFK one was good. You didn't get through that one.
I
did
didn't
you?
finish it in the end.
His voice is hard.
His voice is hard. I think once you get over it,
Yeah, it's hard to get through it at first, but
Yeah.
he's an intelligent guy.
yeah, he's seen some shit.
I like the Neil deGrasse Tyson ones.
Yeah, they're good.
It annoys me a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. He's become a bit sonar,
Yeah,
so he's annoying. But I think some of his, especially when he talks about historic science,
yeah,
that's when I'm on board with it more. Whereas other stuff, I'm a bit more. But yeah, some of the stuff he's speaking about, where he's talking about like going across to America, and then the Ice Age happened, and they got trapped there, and all them
Yeah.
sort of things like that. And it's just like, what? I didn't even think about that before.
So I was like, was that along the same lines as Hancock? It wasn't, because he was saying you could have only come down a certain way. So we went to go see him last. You could only come down a certain passage, yeah. And it was like fought for years and years and years that was the only way you got to there.
It's the Barren Land Strait.
That's it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
And between this certain
right.
piece, and it was like, I can't remember what it was he said now, but he was like, but what if they come from this way? And he was just
Basically,
like,
saying like the Polynesian islands, it was feasible. but
Oh yeah,
they
that's right.
couldn't-
That's
it's
what
just like-
the Easter Islands and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we was just like, oh my god.
Oh my
no.
god.
Yeah.
So,
I just like all Rogan ones, to be honest. They're just every little different person they have on. I'm just like, fuck.
It's just something different to learn as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something else that I
Even-
didn't know about that.
I
I
think
now
I said
know
to you
about.
earlier, Kieran, about even the ones that you think they're gonna be boring as
Yeah,
fuck,
they
they
end
always
up
end up
being
being
great.
good because it's just the way Joe does it, and it goes on a different tandem, and they'll
Yeah.
talk about something else, and he'll bring a subject up.
There was some old fucking crazy bitch. I don't know if you listened to her on there. She was like
Psychedelic
mad into her
one.
psychedelics and that. And she's like, what is it she done with? Is it injected her head or something?
She done a lobotomy.
drilled holes in her
yeah,
head
she did her own
Jesus
lobotomy.
Christ.
to get some sort of high or something.
Done a Dharma.
Yeah, but she was like basically, I don't know how old she was. Really fucking old.
Yeah, I don't know.
80 odd, I'd say
Must
at
be.
least. Just was really old looking, frail looking woman. She's just talking about all these times she was fucked out of her face on psychedelics. I was like, what the fuck? That was a crazy one. Ice Cube was a good one.
Yeah,
His latest one.
The Black
really
Keys have been on a few times. This
Oh, I enjoyed the Mike Tyson one.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that was good.
That's a good one. He's just talking about when he bought the photo of him with the lion.
It's
He's
a
like,
tiger,
what the
like-
fuck was I even doing? I was crazy. I was crazy.
The sharing a bed at the time.
I just want a tiger, and he said, okay, you can go
Yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna buy one." No, he was talking about when he was in the drive-through, he punched some guy, and he's like, he hit some guy with his car, and he broke his arm, and he gave him the car. And he was like, yeah, I just gave him the car. And he was like, you gave him a car? And I was like, yeah, let's send my guys away, beat the fuck out of him next day and get it back. So what the fuck? That's so mean. He's like, don't tell the police you can have my car. And the next day he sends around and beat the fuck out of him and gets it back.
Who's that comedian? You know the one I'm going to say. Dylan.
What?
Something Dylan? Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon,
That's it.
yeah.
Don't know why that was out of my head. I've seen a couple of the ones that he's on, and he's fucking great.
My favourite ones, comedian was Theo Von.
Oh,
I love
he's
Theo
fucking-
He's just like,
Shane Gillis as well, man. I love
Yeah,
Shane.
Oh,
Gillis.
yeah,
when they
he's
do
great.
Protect Our Parks.
Protect Our
they're
Parks
fucking
is so
hilarious.
yeah, Shane Goose is great. He's so good.
His stand up in a minute is fucking
Yeah,
so
it's going
good.
off, isn't it? Yeah, he's probably coming out with some good stuff.
It's like the Sober October ones they used to do as well with Bert and Tom and
Yeah.
Ari. They were so funny. Them first one when they used to do the Sober October, and then that first at the end of October,
Yeah.
and they'd do that podcast, and they'd all just get fucking
get
wasted.
so
'Cause they had like a
drunk,
month
yeah.
off, and they'd just get fucking ruined.
I think it was Bert. He was like, he's got 3 bottles of whiskey or something.
Yeah.
And he was just like dead.
Fucking mad.
Joey Diaz.
Oh,
Joey
I
Diaz.
love Joey
Yeah.
Diaz.
It's just the best. Like,
When he starts telling stories like, Joe, you cocksucker!
cocksuckers.
And I did a line of coke off a pussy.
She sucked my big cock and then down the back.
You're like, what the fuck?
The best story is when he gives the edibles to that geezer on the plane.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
He
swap-
swapped the
swapped
wrapper
her
out.
over the
Told him it was
dosages.
like a 25 milligram one. It was 500 milligrams.
And he made him eat like 4 of them or something.
Fucking hell.
I swapped the packet, cocksucker.
Joey Diaz's podcast when he used to have guests on and
Yeah.
he said be all doing the stars of death. Did you see that one where he had some guy and I can't remember the guy's name and he'd give him a star of death and then he got into it. About an hour into the podcast, you just see Joey talking and he's like doing a read or something and goes, "Are you okay?" And he's like, the guy just gets up and starts walking off. He's like, "I'm gonna go and lie down." He goes, "You go and lie down, have some water, have some water." And then the guy apparently just disappeared. And so they never see him again. It was like, he's like, he just dipped off the podcast. And he went, "Is he left? Is he left?" And he's like, "I think he's gone. He's out of his head apparently." No, Lee Sire, he's producer.
Yeah,
He's always in the corner just like buzzing. He just turns to him. He's like,
yeah. It's so high.
he's just like giggling in the back. "Lee, shut the fuck up. What are you laughing
Lee,
at?"
shut the fuck
He's
up.
like giggling proper like a little girl.
Do you listen to like many other podcasts?
I listened to Two Bears, One Cave with Tom and Bert.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's funny. And then they have like guest people on at that. Listen to a lot of history ones.
Yeah. I only really listen to Rogan and those conspiracy guys.
Rogan.
Browsing
And Browsing History. The Browsing History was
Have
big
you
up.
ever had guys of Last Podcast on the Left?
No.
No.
So,
I think I've heard it.
Last Podcast on the Left. So they talk about serial killers and
Oh, okay.
but they're like I'm not sure their background, but one of them's like a voice. I know he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He's also like a voice actor for a lot of cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just a really good dynamic because they'll talk about they'll go through like a case. They'll talk about one serial killer in a particular episode.
Yeah.
And they'll biographer it, go through it, and all this sort of stuff. But during it, they'll throw it's proper funny because they'll do like voices of the victims and stuff. And he's like talking about. I listened to one on the way. I was listening to the Toy Box Killer.
Yeah.
And I've always got that at the top of my list of being probably the most fucked up one.
Yeah.
And they're just talking about how trailer trash, his wife is called Cindy Mindy. What a name. He's proper trailer trash sort of name and stuff, but they make light of it, so it's funny to listen to. I know you're listening to something horrible.
Yeah, that's sort of what those conspiracy guys do as well.
Yeah, it's
they
good.
They'll talk about this really fucked up deep episode because they do some real crime stuff as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, you literally listen to stuff for instance, the Pizzagate stuff. If the Pizzagate stuff is true, there's a lot of fucked up shit. It's dark and fucking horrible, but somehow you still end up laughing your way through a 3 or 4 hour fucking podcast about it, and you're like, fucking hell, G it up makes it.
You got to,
funny.
when you're just sitting there, it's too serious, and you're a bit mortified by it.
Yeah.
But if you're laughing at it at the same time, it's all. No, I love all that sort of stuff.
I listened to Rio Ferdinand's podcast about 5.
Oh, right,
Do you ever listen to that?
No.
It's actually really fucking good because he gets he does a weekly roundup of the football, which is usually quite good. They'll go through each game, have a little chat about it. And then the 2 guys he's got on, one of them's a die-hard Man United fan, the other guy is an Arsenal fan. So they're just always at each other. It's just quite funny. And then, but then he'll sometimes get a guest on, and they'll just talk about their career, or Gary Neville's overlap as well. I'll listen to them where he's talking to Vieira or something, and then he's just going through all his career and stuff.
Yeah.
I love listening to shit like that.
Nostalgic.
Or biography, the same as Rogan. If there's any fighters or stuff, and they just talk, or sports people, and it goes through.
Yeah.
I love all that sort of shit. Feel inspired.
Does it actually inspire you to do anything though?
Yeah. But it inspires me to not get a
and listen
house.
to the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat some cake.
Listen to conspiracy theories and shit my pants.
Was you still thinking about starting your own podcast?
I think it's just, if anything, you scared me off with the whole having time to do it. It's
Yeah.
just when do I do it?
It is fucking
And
time
the
consuming.
effort. I mean, the football club's already enough for me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? The amount of people just think it's easy. Just I put a message in WhatsApp group. There's so much behind it.
Yeah.
And it's so much ag. I mean, there's a reason why they say you need a secretary, you need someone to do the finance, you need someone to be the club director, you need someone to be the manager.
Yeah.
You need the coach. I'm doing all of them, so it's so much. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So it's hard to be able to do one hobby and then one hobby at the same time. So
The thing is, you could start it out and not have it be a weekly thing. It could be once a month.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, I do like doing it because I do I mean, it's nice to have these conversations, and it's just at the end of the day, it's just a normal conversation. You have a bunch of lads, but you just put microphones there and record it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So it's just it's nice to do, and I think it's good. It's good for the mind and the head to sit here and just talk and chill.
That's it, because I don't think we don't really talk that much at work, really. We don't really talk in the van. We're up so early in the morning that it's just a bit everyone's a bit knackered.
Yeah, you're
You
there
can't
to do a job at the
really
end of the day.
bothered.
You don't want to start talking about dick and balls and
That's
someone
it.
getting murdered, so it's hard to.
Yeah,
Every now and then on the way home, it'll go off a bit. Won't it?
Yeah,
But
every now and then,
Very
yeah.
rarely.
But yeah, other than that, like I don't go out that much anymore.
Yeah.
The only time I really go out is football. So like in terms of football, we have a bit of a chat with a few people before. Then you're playing football, no one talks obviously, and then
Yeah, no one talks.
tiny little bit of a chat afterwards. Just like
Yeah.
it's nice to sit down and like just catch up. Like when we had Mark on last week, I haven't had a good conversation with Mark other than like through WhatsApp and stuff.
Yeah.
But like we used to probably get together like at least once a month after we wasn't working with each other anymore, and we used to get hammered and have a good laugh. But that's the first time I probably sat down and spoke to him for probably 6 months. So it's nice to have a catch up.
I think sometimes we think we need that as a football team, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like we pick a selection of players and we come and sit down all together.
yeah. just
Instead of
chat
training, we all go in. We went to the pub for an
Yeah.
hour, and we just need to sit and talk because this
Get,
ain't
get to
working.
know each other a bit as well.
Yeah, like get all the defenders together.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean, just a little groupie. On like you need to be on the same level.
Yeah.
But I feel like you said, some of them boys have only met each other when we're playing actually in the game.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Before you're right. Like you've played with them like 4 times. Now you expect it to be like magnets to each other and know each other enough chemistry. You're not ever going to get that if you don't have more interaction
Yeah.
with them.
100%.
Because like you think like, how many times you met Dan?
Yeah, literally only at football.
Only at football,
Yeah.
exactly. And now you're like a centre-back partnership that's supposed to be like, you know, I mean, magneting the brain to each other on the same wavelength. It's hard. You don't even know the
Yeah.
fella.
Yeah.
So it's hard, isn't it? Especially with Sunday League. It's like, unless you're friends outside of there, like me and Joe, obviously we're best mates, so I
Yeah.
speak to him every day, see him all the time. Well, I know what wavelength we're on, but some other people I don't.
Yeah, you don't know what
It's
they're
like
thinking.
look Al, like we put him into the team. He got thrown into the team like second, third game of the season.
Yeah.
And then he never played with us before, and he's expected to be in the centre of midfield and know everyone,
Yeah, and what's
know
going
how
on.
he play because it's different type of football to what he plays on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So it's tough. We'll get there, but we just need to do it faster because otherwise we'll just let this league
I don't know
be
what
chasing our tails.
I don't know what all us Eagles boys have got. We've already played with each other for a year.
Well, yeah, but I guess that's new players gelling, and
Maybe.
we can win. We can win any game we want, but we just need
Just
to.
need to turn up.
Yeah, we need to turn up because we are capable of it. Like when we play good football, we're fun to watch.
Yeah.
And we play good teams and we
And
do
then
it.
it's fun to play in as well. That was no fun yesterday.
No, it wasn't.
Didn't enjoy that at all.
No, it's not even fun to watch. Like I was sitting there and I was like I just want to go. Like it's just I'm wasting my time at this.
Yeah. Well, Kieran's never going to have any of that problem because he doesn't do team sports.
No, baby.
He does lone hiking.
Lone hiking and band practice.
Fine. Mountain bikes.
Fan of mountains, yeah.
Yeah.